Hello and welcome to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I am your host, Blake Walker. It is week 1 of the 2025 Iowa High School football season, and us here at the Central Iowa Sports Network couldn't be happier. It is good to be back ahead of tonight's games here in week number 1. We have a stacked show ahead. We're going to go over the rankings courtesy of Radio Iowa. We're going to go over a lot tonight. We're going to go over interviews and everything else and preview tonight's game. Let's start out with our polls, thanks to our friends over at Radio Iowa. The Valley Tigers sit atop of the pack, at least to start 2025. They return Drake DeGroat and Jada McGregory, but they lose a lot on defense. Remember, Valley lost in the title game last year, but do have the star power to keep them in it. Will be interesting to see what Valley can do in 2025. Southeast Polk sits at the number 2 spot, 4 championships in a row for the Rams, but this year probably feels like the year they're going to have to really regroup and do the most. They lost their quarterback, Holden Hansen, but they do return lead offensive weapon Drew Thompson. But other than that, they lost a lot on defense. They're going to have a lot to recover on offense. Southeast Polk will be interesting here this season. Dowling Catholic, probably one of my favorites to win it all. Joey Nahas at quarterback, split reps last year with Phillips. They have the best offensive line in the state. There's no doubt about that. They have a really strong defense that was very young last year and returned a lot. And don't forget Jeffrey Roberts, the transfer from Ames, who had over 1,000 yards last year. He is going to be fun to watch as well. Waukee Northwest at the number 4 spot. They return 28 touchdown passer quarterback Mac Heitland. They also return their leading running back Ryan Woodruff and top 2 wide receivers Jordan Green and Isaiah Oliver. And not to mention on defense, their leading sack leader Jackson Davis is back. Waukee Northwest has the pieces to make a run for their first trip to the Dome in school history. At number 5, Iowa City Liberty, coming off the Cinderella run last year to the state semifinals. They lost almost everything from that team except the quarterback. 32 touchdown thrower last year, Reese Reddick, returns for his senior season, and he's going to need help. Dallas Miller, his top wide receiver, is gone. They didn't have much of a running game, but it is departed. A lot of question marks surrounding Iowa City Liberty, but they know they'll have a veteran quarterback leading the way. At number 6, it's Ankeny, who also lost a lot, but their lead running back, Daniel Larmy, a 1,000-yard rusher last year, he returns, as well as Andrew Brandhorst at wide receiver. They're just going to need a quarterback and try to figure out the offensive line. Defense will also be very young for Ankeny, but if we know anything about the Hawks, they're going to come out swinging early. At the number 7 position, Waukee made a couple heads turn last year. Beckett Baker returns off an ACL tear that he sustained late in the season, in the postseason last year, and he's got a heck of a weapon to throw to. Texas A&M tight end recruit Evan Jacobson returns for his senior season. Keep an eye out for that quarterback-tight end duo. Waukee does need to return a lot on the defensive side of the ball. Going to be very young, but should be exciting to see how the Warriors turn out in 2025. At the number 8 position, probably one of the tougher teams defensively this year, Cedar Falls. We'll start with offense. They do return quarterback Leighton Wolf and top wide receiver Will Remmert, but they did lose DeVarian Clark, their top running back. Their top 4 sack leaders and top tackle for loss leader all return on defense. Cedar Falls should pride themselves on the defensive side of the ball, and will be interesting to see what happens here for them this season. At the number 9 position, Pleasant Valley pretty much lost almost all of their starting offensive production, though they do return Dane Cox on defense, but a lot of uphill battles for PV. They get a tough test with Bettendorf here tonight. We'll see what happens with them. And at the number 10 position, Sioux City East, who almost upset Valley last year in the playoffs. They return 2,000-plus yard thrower Cal Jepson. He is going to come back with a couple good wide receivers as well. They also return their top 5 sack/tackle for loss leaders on the defensive side of the ball. Could Sioux City East be a very sneaky team out west? Those were your top 10 rankings in Week 1. A lot of storylines. I guarantee it will look nothing like it does here in Week 9. It's going to be interesting to see how the rankings change as the season progresses. We'll take a break and be right back on the other side. You're watching the CISN Football Pregame Show.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Welcome back to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. We had a chance to sit down with Coach Tom Wilson of Dowling Catholic and Gary Swenson of Valley ahead of the big Dowling Valley rivalry game. Let's go to those chats right now. Here with Tom Wilson, head coach of the Dowling Catholic Maroons. Coach, I want to congratulate you. This is your 20th year as a head coach at Dowling Catholic. You started in 2005, now 2025. Anything stick out in the 20 years? Any big memories? You've obviously had a lot with this team, and has 20 years flown by here for the most part, at least at the head coach helm?
It sure has. It's I think I remember more when I just first got here, and the way things were then and the way they are now. And I'm not just talking the football program; I'm talking the school in general, and the people. And now those kids that we started with are, well into their life and parents and everything else now. And so, as you mentioned, it has gone very quickly, and I can't believe it's been 20 years, but it's been very good 20 years for myself and my family.
How's this offseason and fall been? Obviously, you guys go on a fall camp retreat, don't you? Your team does. How have things looked so far as you guys get ready here for opening day on Friday?
Well, things have gone well. I mean, every team is different, and you have to understand really what makes every individual tick within that team. And I think we're going to enjoy this group. It's a good group of kids, and they've worked hard, and I think they're just ready, like everybody else is, to get some games started.
What does the defense look like this year? Obviously, you lose a couple, but you bring back a lot of really good tacklers, really good people on the D line, your O-line as well, just as well. What do you expect here from your defense on this side of the ball?
Well, I think that's where there's kind of quite a few questions. Joel Sanko and Jackson Miller have played a lot for us. You mentioned Bobo. Middleton could see time on that side as well. Our corners are new. One of our safeties is new, Maddox Capola, who's played a lot of basketball. He's playing free safety for us right now. And Leo Pagano has kind of waited his time, and we've got Carlos Blunt Jr., who has joined us and we think can be a really good player. So it's going to be interesting to see how we play on that side of the ball.
You got Valley here to start. Obviously, a tale as old as time. You've played them almost every single year here. You guys have had the best of them the last couple of years, at least in the regular season. They've gotten you a couple times here in the postseason. What's the respect level here between you and Gary Swenson? Obviously, you guys have met so many times. And as you guys get older, I think us as fans, we're almost like, we don't know how much longer we're going to be seeing you guys against each other. I at least will cherish these type of matchups. But what do you see is the crucial identity here this you're going to need on Friday night against this Valley team that is different than what we've seen last year?
Yeah, as you mentioned, the respect factor is very high, at least on this end. I enjoy coaching against Coach Swenson and his staff, and always have. And I think it's a great challenge because they're so well coached. And it's usually a hard-fought, clean football game when the two of us get together. And I don't think this week would be any different. I'm not sure how long you see these matchups either, but I cherish them as well.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time and good luck here in 2025 with Dowling Catholic.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Joining us now is West Des Moines Valley head coach Gary Swenson, and getting ready for the kickoff against Dowling. And Coach, I know every year you got to fill in those seniors that graduate and other players move up in that. And let's talk a little bit about that, the preseason and getting into practice. How's it gone for you thus far?
Well, we had a significant number of seniors that graduated off that team last year. I think we had 42 seniors, and a significant number played. So we do have a bunch of holes to fill, but that's what we've been working on since early June with developmental things in our weight room or on the field and now in official practice. So we've been hard at it. And, at some point you have to play a game and do a measurement of where you're at and what you need to work on. The issue, of course, is we're not exactly getting to ease into the season with the number one ranked team in the state, but it's that way every year. We played Southeast Polk last year in the opener, and we, for years we played Dowling right out of the gate in the first game, and that kind of changed when the districts and the whole playoff qualification changed. But I think since I've been at Valley, 18 different times we've played them twice during the season, so it's not unusual. And sometimes the second meeting is different than the first, like last year. So you just take them one game at a time, and we hope we can give a good accounting of ourselves Friday.
Sometimes in the first game of the season, you don't know the opponent because they haven't played. But I mean, like you said, you know these guys well. You know what they want to do, and it always seems like it's just a good, hard-fought game, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they're always well coached. Tom and his staff do a great job. They're always talented, as they are again this year. So, at this level of football in Iowa, all these schools in this area, you don't out-coach anybody anymore. You just hope that your team is healthy and can match the other team's ability and talent on the field close enough to be in the game.
And then it's always, we say, it's not just one game, it's the season long, how you develop. And
sure,
you well know that. You could start out and it's where you're at when you end the season, right?
I've said, the last few years people have said, gee, you start so slow and finish so strong. Well, we're trying to win those early games. I mean, it's not like that's by design. We just got outplayed early, but we were able to get better and make some plays in the second game, whether it's in the semis or early rounds of the playoffs. We've been able to come back and at least get to the dome. I mean, your goal is to be one of those 4 teams, so you got a shot. And we've been in the semis, I think 5 of the last 6 years. So I think we have a track record of at least knowing what we're doing.
All righty. Well, we appreciate you joining us once again on the pregame and looking forward to seeing you guys kick it off on Friday night. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Dar.
Want to thank Coach Swenson and Coach Wilson for chatting with us once again. We'll be right back and talk to our broadcast teams tonight, who's leading the broadcast teams this evening, and a little preview of what we're going to see on the gridiron this evening. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Welcome back.
Good evening and welcome to Valley Stadium as we get ready to kick off the high school football season once again. Top-rated Valley against number 3 Dowling Catholic, and the big rivalry that's going on and on and on. And this year they start out, they lead off the season with it. Darn Danielson, Blake Walker. Every year you have some changes and you have good kids that graduate on both sides, but you also have some good players back. So let's talk a little bit about that, Blake. Some players to watch here tonight.
Yeah, for Dowling, to start out, I think it's going to have to be one of the guys that everybody's been talking about this offseason. It's the transfer Jeffrey Roberts out of Ames, 989 yards this year, 38 receptions and 12 touchdowns last season with the Ames Little Cyclones, who went just 1-8 Well, now he has what some believe greener pastures over here on the west side of Des Moines with Dowling Catholic. On the other side of the ball, I think it's going to be the guy that he's facing. It's going to be Jaden McGregory, the junior or the senior who's going to be going to Louisville to play football for Jeff Brom. I think Jaden McGregory is going to be phenomenal this season. And obviously, he had that 3 interception season last year. They didn't throw his way, but when he did throw his way, he usually took an interception back for 6. He had that big one in the dome, which was a big one that sealed this game against Dowling. I think this is going to be a very competitive ball game, and those two facing each other on offense and defense, I think, will be the key factors.
Yeah, and he came in on offense sometimes when they had some injuries, but they were pretty deep offensively there too. But he came in when they had a few injuries, and just both outstanding athletes, so it's going to be fun to watch them here tonight.
It is. It's going to be really fun, and there's a lot of change. I mean, Dowling returns a lot. Valley, there's a lot of new faces. Running backs, a new face. It'll be really interesting. I think John Schaefer, our sideline reporter, is going to be down there, and I think we're going to try to go down to him and see what the weather's like. I don't think you could ask for better Football Friday weather.
What do you got, John?
I can't.
No, we can't. We're not getting him in here yet.
Again, guys, got to find my spot.
Okay,
there we go.
Yeah, we hear you now.
A little bit in and out there. Sorry. Beautiful night. What we have tonight, it's really been a great start to the football season as a whole, but I think pristine weather, beautiful down here on the field, shades coming in. It's going to be absolutely ideal for a great football game.
All right, thanks, John. We'll be going to John off and on here during the game, and we'll hear from the coaches, too, as John's down there roaming the sideline. And we're out here at the 50 for the coin toss, and looks like Valley's going to defer, and Dowling will take the ball. So Valley defers to start it out, and nice to have that down on the field camera there too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Kobe's doing a great job down there, and a stat that was really astounding this week, Dar, that I was going through. So these teams have obviously played every single year for as long as high school football has really been a thing, it feels like, here in the state of Iowa. But a stat that stands out to me, last time Valley beat Dowling in the regular season, 2019. Dowling's won every single time since 2020 on. They try to keep that streak going, but they've met twice in the postseason in those 5 years. Valley has won twice. So usually Dowling gets the best of Valley here earlier in the season, but we'll see if anything changes here tonight.
Last year it was week 2. It was a field goal win for them, and then Valley beat them in the semis and go on to the title. That was one of the best title games I've ever seen. That between knockdown, drag-out Valley and Southeast Polk going back and forth, and Southeast Polk somehow gets the 4P out of that, which none of us saw coming at the start.
No, absolutely. And I feel like this year, it's so cliche, but everyone's like, I think we're going to have a new champion. I don't think Southeast Polk's going to make it 5-peat, but you just never know. And another big thing about this rivalry, Dar, is these two coaches have been a part of it for a long, long time with Gary Swenson and Tom Wilson. Tom in his 20th season as head coach at Dowling Catholic.
And they both say the same thing when they talk to him. Well, you can't make screw-ups, because if you do against this team, they're well-coached and they're going to take it to you. And we've seen that. Turnovers or plays that you make have been big for both these teams. So Valley will kick it off. Back deep is Roberts back there. And let's see, who is that, number 1? Is that Drexler? And here's the kick, taken just at the 1 by Roberts. Cuts across over the 20 and just hammered down at the 22. It looked like he was picking up speed, but then got dropped.
Good speed on the return. I think it was really close at the 1-yard line. They didn't know if it was going to be a touchback or not, but Jeffrey's able to take it out and get to see this Dowling offense that didn't light up the scoreboards last year, but they had split reps with Parker DePhillips and Joey Nahas, and now Joey Nahas takes the helm. 666 yards last year, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
Yeah, both have a quarterback this year coming back with some experience. Nahas, the quarterback. Ian Middleton, the running back, behind him. 2 receivers out to the right. Roberts and Drexler, handoff, left side, spins out of 1 tackle, bowls his way up, to about the 31 was Ian Middleton.
Middleton really the big returner here. Obviously, they lost Rashad Davis, their 1,385-yard back last year. Ian Middleton plays really well on the defensive side of the ball, but 216 yards rushing last year and 5 touchdowns. He's a big dude in the backfield. He kind of runs like a third down back, but he'll be in most of the snaps.
Tight formation here with 2 receivers left. Now they send one across the middle for the inside pitch. He's looking for room. Drexler, he gets it outside, gets the first down, and then some. Takes it up to about the 42. So about a 19-yard pickup there by Drexler.
And Dowling lost their top wide receiver, Trey Wilson, Tom Wilson's son, who caught 45 catches last year. But Sam Drexler, he had 36 catches, so he's not that far behind. 3 touchdowns last year as well. He is a great piece to this offense.
Nahas in motion across the formation, goes from right out to left, give him trips out there. There's this low snap, throws it right across and immediately hit there by Micaiah Latour on the coverage.
Yeah, Layla sure came across. He's lucky it was kind of a hospital ball by Joey Nahas, and really lucky for Jeffrey Roberts that Layla sure went low instead of going high.
So brings up a second down off the incomplete pass.
We talked about Jaden McGregory in the pregame. He's the one standing at the 50 on the far side of the field, picking up Jeffrey Roberts.
Drexler wide to the right. He'll slide back in a little closer there. Dropping straight back, looking. Now rolls, and he'll be pulled down right about the line of scrimmage. Their good pursuit by Dustin Hersberg.
It was a really good run by Dustin Hersberg. Listed as a DB, kind of plays like a linebacker. You'll see they get here to the good side. Really good push off the left tackle position up there against Dowling, and Nahas just can't really go too far.
Brings up a third and 10 now.
And that's Carter Barrett at left tackle. He's the big 5-star, 4-star, whatever you want to call it, big-time offers from Alabama, big SEC schools. If Valley's getting early push on him, they're set.
Drops straight back, looks upfield, throws it deep up the left side, and can't hang on. Over there, McGregory in coverage.
This was a really good ball by Nahas, but it's just a little, at the last second, you'll see McGregory, he doesn't really grab, he never does anything too much, and just gets his hands on it. Was able to get his eyes on the ball as well, and just like that, Valley forces a stop.
So they got a first down, and now we'll have to punt here on the second.
Laylasher and McGregory back.
Kind of a good flat punt taken by McGregory. McGregory looking for some room and gets pulled down after picking up a few. And the Tigers will start out. Let's see, where are they at? The 28. Where they're going to mark that? For Valley.
I'm excited to watch this Valley offense, Dar. Obviously, they lost pretty much everything at running back. Almost all their top running backs that got meaningful snaps graduated last year, but they bring back Drake DeGroat, 24 touchdowns, 1,816 yards. Boy, he jumped in big his sophomore year, picked it up this year. I'm excited to see what number 15 can do.
Blake Dornkamp, the running back. 3 receivers right, 1 left. They pitch it quickly to the back. He cuts it up the right side. Gets a big pickup on first down.
And last year, Blake, on the sophomore season, now a junior, he only played defense, only registered 3 tackles. So this is new experience for him, at least at the running back position at the varsity level. A little bit of speed to him.
Yeah, picked up 7 there on first down.
It's a very athletic family, I can tell you that, the Dorncamps here in Valley.
Offensive line, Jaden Emerison, Joe Malzer, Ari Reardon, Andy Rickert, and Cole Wiardra. That offensive line for the Tigers up front. They bring McGregory in motion across, going to flip him back over to the left side, and then they call timeout as the didn't like the formation, and we'll take a break. You're watching high school football on CISN.TV.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90.
Back here at Valley Stadium, 2nd and 3 for the Tigers on their first possession. Handoff, and got into the hole and drove the defender back and got close to the first down. I think he's going to be just short there on the carry.
Leo Pagano gets in there. 13.5 tackles last year. Kind of stood him up right there at the line. And going to get about 3rd and a couple inches. And that timeout, Dar, I mean, it's still early, but it's week 1.
Yeah,
there was a lot of confusion right there. You can see.
And you get that with your substitutions and packages. They send trips left here now. And, fake the handoff, now throws the pass, and looked like Gerald Upremian on that one.
Boy, the ball just, it didn't stay, it stayed in the hand a little bit too long. That's what happened to Grote. It was going to be a fake. Jaden McGregory was set up.
Watch it here. Yeah, he went to throw it, and it stuck in the hand and goes into the ground. So...
very interesting.
So they go from 4th and 1 to 4th and 10.
Grote trying to kind of explain it on the sideline there.
So they're going to rule that a fumble, I guess,
yeah,
not a pass, since.
And it was backwards. I mean, it was backwards. Yeah, so
right.
I mean, no surprise. Drexler back and
man knocked down.
Punt was muffed. Muffed by Trent Grevengood. And just a disaster.
The snap was, yeah.
I think he knew that it was probably going to be blocked, so Trent just said, well, I think I got to take off with it.
So Dowling sets up now in perfect position. 1st and 10 at the 15. 7:31 to play here in the first quarter. Nahas with Middleton behind him. Fakes the handoff, throws it out wide to Drexler. Drexler has a little room, gets up the sideline. Before he's knocked out, he'll get a gain of about 7. And they're in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone now.
Valley kind of going man-to-man there, and it got him caught off guard. And Drexler's been the man here early. They've kind of, I mean, McGregory's done a really good job keeping Roberts under lock, but it's been Sam Drexler getting the bulk of the catches here.
So here they come out again with Middleton right behind Nahas. Send a man in motion across the formation. Snap, hands it off, looking for room. There's not much going up the middle there. And that defensive line of Caden Llewellyn, Ben Booth, Alonzo Jimenez, and Jaron Horn just blocked out the daylight.
Really good job by Valley to pursue to the tackler. Obviously, you block him and you stuff him up, but the ability to get back to the ball and make sure he goes down, that's exactly what you need to see.
3rd and 2 now at the 8. So the Valley defense trying to best case scenario, maybe hold them to a field goal here. And they jump off. Yep, they gave him the first down. They jumped on the end there. I think it was Luke Walter. Came across the line. And you see Valley coach Gary Swenson not happy. That's one of the things both of them said, too, in the pre-games is cut down the mistakes. In the,
week one.
Yeah, week one mistakes and execute. So a penalty, our first one, half the distance. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 4. Slips a tackle, spins around, and is pulled down for no gain there.
I tell you what, Luke Walter, after jumping, comes back pretty strong there. He was the first initial contact on Middleton. Now Dowling going to kind of hurry up here. Try to catch Valley off guard.
2nd and 3. Second goal at the 3, I should say. Hands it off this time, plowing straight up. And they stop the momentum just shy of the goal line, about the 1 yard line. There, but he had a head of steam when he took that handoff, like he might blow right into the end zone. But
pretty good at running downhill. They're going to do the exact same thing. Yep. Realistically, you'd think Dowling probably has the best O-line in the state. Well, Valley's D-line's right there to hold back. Let's see.
Nahas, Middleton, into the pile, keeps going, touchdown, Dowling. 1 yard, Middleton.
There's a look there. I mean, Middleton's not very big, but that's how big those offensive linemen are for Dowling. And the pile just kept pushing, and nobody picked up number 5. You'll see here on the side. Nobody had him, and he walks in.
And they'll try the extra point. Kick is up and good. Dowling takes the lead 7-0. We'll take a break, come back with the kickoff after this on CISN.TV.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
The Dowling crowd happy here early as a mistake on the punt gives them a short field and they cash it in. John Schaefer, what did you see down there?
I've seen a Catholic offense. Obviously, they had the great pass out to Drexler on the little wide receiver screen that got him set up. The offensive line drew the offsides, but really it's the Middleton show to so far. Ian Middleton had 4 runs on that, including the 1-yard touchdown dive.
Now there's a short kick that's picked up and returned across up to about the 40-yard line by Valley.
John found the perfect spot down there, right where he was facing us. It was perfect.
We could hear him.
That was a little bit of a squib kick there. Dowling kind of, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but
Blake Dornkamp brought it back, I believe. So now the Valley offense comes back out.
Try to breathe a little bit here if you're Valley. Didn't get
Good
many.
Field position, though, to start out. 4:58 to play in the first quarter.
People are anxious to see Drake toss the rock a little bit here.
DeGroat and Dornkamp. Drops back, looks right, now rolls out left. Turns, fires upfield, and it's low. Is it intercepted? No, they say it hit the turf. And Jackson Miller thought he had it, but
tried to sell it a little bit.
Yeah. came up, but
I don't quite know where Drake was going. I think he meant to go to Jaden McGregory, who was streaking over the middle, who was open, but
well, he rolled and he had pressure, and you got to stop. See, you got to stop and turn, and he didn't quite get squared back. I think he was coming all the way down there to Jaden Brown. Maybe.
Jaden is the leading wide receiver returning from last year for Valley.
So, 2nd and 10. Handoff, coming outside with it. Stiff arms. Through another tackler, gets the first down. Running through is Jaden McGregory on the handoff. Coming back.
I'm of the belief, I think it's going to have to be a heavy dose of Jaden McGregory in this offense.
Yeah,
I think he is going to have to be the big difference maker.
Get your star of the ball and let him break something. So Valley now into Dowling territory at the 41. 1st and 10 at the 41. They stopped Dowling, then got stopped. We're going to punt, and muffed the punt and gave Dowling the ball. Great field position at the 15. Dropping back, throwing quick outside, has the man. Out of bounds is Blake Dornkamp. The back. But a good pickup there.
I like the short gains. I think obviously you got to get Drake settled back in here. Obviously the early mistake, the almost interception there. Just get him calmed down. Give him a couple checkdowns that you know he's going to hit, and then eventually, watch out. I think you'll see a deep ball here in a second.
Pickup of 4, 2nd and 6 at the 41. Sends McGregory and Grevengood to the right. Dornkamp steps up next to him. Hands it off to him, finds the seam, cuts it back inside and down inside the 30.
Boy, Dowling blitz stopped the right side, and it was just a whiff. If we have a replay, you're going to see it. The corner comes off Jaden McGregory, and McGregory knows it, and he points it out, and there's just a miss. You'll see it. Might catch it on the far side. Here comes the other one.
Comes right in. Yeah, he gave him a little dip there and cut it back against the grain. Brings up 1st and 10 at the 29. Valley into the shade here. And nothing doing there back, maybe the line of scrimmage.
Carlos Blunt Jr. in on the tackle. I talked about him with you and John before the game. Played at Ankeny Centennial last year, had 40 tackles. Boy, he's a heck of an athlete. Really, really good linebacker. And he's only a junior, 6 foot 210. I think he can cause a lot of problems here for Valley on offense.
2nd and 10 now for Valley at the 29 at Dowling. Trailing early. Here's to Grote. Turns, fakes it, now rolls out right, throws it, has a man, across the 20, inside down to the 15, hits the tight end, Braden Showborough.
Yeah, Anthony Bonanno, he gets faked out. I think it's a really good job by Showborough. You'll see it off the right side here. He's blocking, and then he pulls, and right there, there's just nowhere. Number 30, Anthony Bonanno, was already gone.
And, of course, everybody else turns and goes with those receivers and opens up a, good call on the play there. 1st and 10 at the 16 now for Valley. Under 2 minutes to play, first quarter. DeGroat drops back, looking, throws across, has a man, spins it inside. Owen Woods on the reception.
Owen's just a junior, 6 foot nothing. I think he obviously a lot of growing left to do back in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone. I think Valley's really moving the ball really well here. I think both defenses quite shaky to start. Valley's got a good chance to punch it in.
So 1st and goal at the 4 for the Tigers. DeGroat with Dornkamp behind him. Now he steps up to the left side. Dropping straight back, looking, throw the fade to the left side. McGregory can't bring it in. Good coverage over there.
It's not a bad throw. You'll see it here on our camera. Good ball, just a little over. It was really just McGregory never really quite lined it up. But on first down, I don't hate that call at all at the 4-yard line.
And Jordan Watson on the coverage. So 2nd and goal at the 4. Valley trying to answer the Dowling score. Took it at their own 41.
Dowling's a little confused.
Hands off, right up into the middle, but then it's stacked up there after a couple-yard gain. So he gets half of it.
Linebackers there for Dowling were really confused. They were kind of moving left and right. I think they're kind of lucky that was an inside run.
Yeah, because they were standing around in there looking around.
They were making a lot of hand motions.
The run went right to where they were at. Yep.
A lot of hand signals from the sideline.
So they're going to say he got it picked up 1. So 2nd and goal at the 3, or 3rd and goal, make it at the 3. DeGroat drops back, looks, throws it out to the pylon, and McGregory's there but can't bring it in. And he had to throw that quicker because of the pressure. So are they going to go for it here or bring in the field goal unit?
I think you got to take your points. In a game like this where sometimes it's been low scoring, sometimes it's not, I think you got to take your points. There were 3 guys on Jaden McGregory there. I thought maybe it was going to be picked for how quick DeGroat threw it out there, but Dowling was able to dial up pressure too, and you said it. I mean, just was able to get him out of there.
Conley Harn in to kick. They set it up at the 10, making a 20-yarder from the right hash. And it's good. 20-yard field goal by Valley. They're on the board for the first time this year with 18.4 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break, come back with the kickoff. Or do you want me to stay here? Stay here. We'll stay here, he says. So let's go back down to John Schaefer.
He's making his way over.
John, he's coming over into the zone where we can hear him.
Guys, you got me.
We got you.
We got you.
Oh, we lost you.
Yep.
Let's find that.
There we go. Right
Don't move. I think we found the offense Valley's looking to have there. A lot more balance out of it. DeGroat doing a nice job. A handful of completed passes. Ultimately, 10 plays, can't quite punch it in. You'll settle with the points. So this early in the game, now you lean on your defense a little bit to get a stop or two and see if you can bottle up the run game. Start trying to make them the ball a little bit more.
All right, thanks, John. John Schaefer on the sideline for us, and the Tigers will kick it off. And back again to receive is Sam Drexler and Jeffrey Roberts. And we got the whistle. Here comes the kick. High one going to be taken by Drexler. Up across the 20 and we brought down about the 24. So,
well, Dowling obviously got it inside the Valley 30 last time they scored. So before that, really kind of moved a little bit with Jeffrey Roberts and Sam Drexler, but really just couldn't do anything with it other than that. So
yeah, we'll see here on the longer field. Yeah, they got they had it at the 15 after the mishandled snap on the punt.
They got sophomore Henry Smid in at running back now, so a different look than we've seen.
And they fake it to him, throw it out wide, caught, and they're going to pull him down at the 30. Drexler on the catch.
Valley brought the house. I mean, they brought everybody.
They brought pressure.
And a really good job by Dowling to at least keep him at bay.
And that'll do it for the first quarter here. 7-3 Dowling. And we'll be back with the second quarter coming up after this on CISN.TV.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Back at Valley Stadium here in West Des Moines. Dowling in the huddle between quarter break, and officials whistle them on, say, come on, let's go, guys. And Dowling got a short field, scored. The Valley came right down, drove it down, got it to 41, drove it down and got a field goal, got stalled out at the 3. And here's Dowling with a good first down run or pass of 7. And Nahas, the quarterback. Is that Schmidt again back there? Yep, in the backfield with him. Fakes a handoff and gets smothered under by Jaron Horn, I believe.
Whoever was on the right side, Jaron Horn, whoever was on that right side just missed big time. And obviously it's play action, so he's going to have a long fake. And Nahas just had no time.
And Horn just come from a little bit on the outside.
I tell you what, Valley's D-line is doing really good against Dowling's O-line. Much better than I thought they'd turn out.
So that brings up 3rd and 9 now. They go from 2nd and short to 3rd and long after the 6-yard loss. Low snap, he gets it. Pressure now, throws it out wide. There's a little hand fighting and grabbing of the jersey over there.
I'm very surprised that was not called. Nothing
called, but he's all coming upfield, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Ben Fleming in on the coverage. Roberts' jersey was pulled from his pads a little bit. There was a lot, but I think the throw was going to be probably out of bounds.
It was coming too far left, I believe.
But I tell you what, Valley's dialing up the pressure here early. They're not wanting to give Nahas a lot of time to throw the ball, and Joey's having to make very, very quick decisions. Looks like they're going to put Fleming and Lailisher.
Lailisher back, to receive the punt. Good snap. High kick. Lailisher takes it at the 34, skips through up to the 40, outside 45, 50, and is ripped down in Dowling territory on the punt return. 17-yarder. Lailisher. See it here. And just breaks one, two.
Week 1 tackling, I tell you what.
Final tackle, he couldn't break out of it, though, by Leo Pagano, I think it was. And now Jake DeGroat will bring him back out on offense. Valley, 1st and 10. Well, they're going to mark it right at the 50. DeGroat fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, runs it outside, and picks up 5. Well, that's something we saw out of him as the year progressed last year. Knowing when to, not always running, but knowing when to use his legs when he had to.
Yeah, 212 yards rushing last year, 4 touchdowns. And it's really no surprise. I mean, Dowling obviously favored in this game, but you remember last year, Valley went to Southeast Polk in week 1 and beat them. And then Southeast Polk went on to win the state title. So, I mean, week 1 jitters are for everybody, and Valley has been pretty solid here to start.
Dorenkamp in there with DeGroat. He drops straight back, and under pressure, gets out of it, and now slides down.
Still going to get positive yardage. And he just waited a little too long, and then...
Well, the guy in the sticks is giving him where he ended up when he slid, but the referees are are giving where he started the slide, so he only gets 1 yard, but still brings up a 3rd and 5, which makes it manageable.
I think you're in 4-down territory here if you're Valley.
I don't know. Dowling hasn't shown, the long field yet, so we'll see. Dorenkamp moves up to the left side. DeGroat back. Quick out. Got the man, and he slips through. And he'll get the first down and a little more over there. That's Trent Grevengood. Like you said about him, he's just good, sure receiver, runs good routes.
Well, I tell you what, we're seeing a lot of blitz. I mean, both teams are very aggressive early. The thought process is that these quarterbacks are not good under pressure, especially under quick pressure. So, yeah, we're seeing a lot of blitzing here. And it's forcing these quarterbacks to make quick reads, and they're doing pretty good at it.
Layla sure came in to the game here, and he's coming down to the bottom of your screen. Trips right, one left. Going to fake and take it himself right up the middle to Grote. So they spread everything out and then let him just take it up the middle, find the hole.
And this is a very talented, experienced linebacking core for Dowling. So, I mean, they're going to figure it out here eventually, and same thing Valley's starting to do on the other side of the ball. But, this is a multi-step offense that Valley has, and it's not going to look the same. They just don't use the running back as much now that they don't have Darius Mason and all these other guys. But
so they bring Schroberl, the tight end, back in. Also bring, was it Brown? Dropping straight back, does the same thing, the fake, and now runs over to the left side, and he picks up about 10 yards there. DeGroat picking it up on the ground.
Tell you what, they're so focused about these wide receivers. Yeah. I mean, this is a dangerous offense.
And you got to be with,
Yeah. I mean, and the problem is if you give them one chance to say, all right, let's focus on the quarterback, put a spy in there, well, guess what? That's one guy that can't cover the middle of the field.
And DeGroat now in his second year as a starter here, he knows how to read that perfectly.
Third-year experience in a way. Came in for an injured.
Yeah, that was a year they had 5 different quarterbacks. Drops straight back, looks, under pressure, gets out, throws across. Oh, little hot pass. They're off the hands of Brown.
It was going to be very, very close if he was almost to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. And on the run, he put a little too much, we'll see here. Not too much mustard on that one.
Well, he's not that bad at looking at pressure. I mean, he knows when pressure's coming and he's able to step up.
And so far, Dowling hasn't gotten to him, so we'll see what the call is here. 2nd and 10 now at the 22. They took it at the 50. Worked their way down. Trying to take their first lead of the ball game. Hand off inside, and he's stacked up immediately. Nowhere to go that time for Dorenkamp.
See, Dowling's got that figured out.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to go middle on him again. They're not going to give him line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard back.
I think Liam Towney was in there early on that. And
I think you take a shot here to the end zone, and maybe you can draw a penalty here. If not, you're kicking a field goal again.
Bringing Schilburl out and bringing in another wide receiver. Gregory started out to the right side. He's going to run back over to now he's going to run back to the right side.
Well, look at all the attention he grabs.
And the play clock running down. They just got it off, and good pass out there to the back. He cuts it up the sideline and knocked out at the 5. Dorenkamp.
They got beat by the screen because McGregory's going right, so they're all thinking this play's going right, and then just barely he'll sneak out of the backfield and go left.
Just about got to him, and he gets that screen set up over there. And up the sideline. Now it's 1st and goal at the 8 for Valley. Here as we go under 6:58 to play, first half. Valley's had the ball most of the second quarter here now. Drop back, handoff, and he's met in the backfield.
Well, I was just about to say, Alonzo Jimenez, who kind of has played a little bit D-line, kind of on O-line, whatnot, he's not in. So, I mean, Valley's O-line, I think, just trying to work through a couple things here.
Ryan Bobo said no, and they hit him right there in the backfield. So, second 11, a loss of 3.
Bobo, one of those guys coming back with experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Dowling's D-line has established you're not going to run on us. No. Or at least a handoff running back run, you're not going to run on us.
Yeah, running up inside on that is going to be tough. Camp steps up. Dropping back. Quick slant across. Touchdown, Tigers! McGregory. 11-yard pass. Let's watch this. We'll have a personal foul, too. Late hit. Here's the pass.
Yeah.
McGregory streaking across there and into the end zone.
Drake DeGroat got smoked. I'm not really sure who, but he had some choice words for him, I think. But, yeah, Drake got smoked by somebody coming off the edge very late. So they'll apply that to the kickoff.
Harn coming in to kick. And it's up and good. 10-3. Valley. Now you see McGregory on the sideline talking to DeGroat. And now they're talking. Are they going to run that off on the penalty on the kickoff? Let's go quickly down to John Schaefer. Can you hear me, John?
Yep.
Whoa. Had you a minute.
Doing the dance.
There, right there.
Nothing.
Okay.
There we go.
Not moving from this spot once again. 4 pass plays. Those were the big ones. Obviously, the screen was the I'd say the deal breaker in that one. Great Gregory, but Blake DeGroot took a lick, had some choice words. He didn't get a flag there in that spot either. But then you look at the run game, they're not going anywhere. Just 16 total yards on the ground in 6 carries in that drive. So we'll see if Valley can find a little bit. It's working nicely for him.
Okay, John. Now, you got it at the 50. Do you try to do a squib and maybe force a problem here?
Or
just kick it through the end zone?
Maybe kick this thing as high as you can, give him a chance to get down there. Or just boot it as deep.
Well, going to boot it deep, yep. Through the end zone and say, hey. So far, Dowling has not been able to take it off the field.
Yeah,
they had a short field and they scored, but so far, let's see, they started at the 23, they started at the 24 and had to punt both times in their 2 other drives, so we'll see if they can
I think
figure that out here.
Valley's D-line has really been impressing me for the most part, and Dowling's got to give their quarterback a little bit more time to make a couple throws, and Joey just hasn't really been on it so far in the first half at least. Jeffrey Roberts really hasn't got many touches. Valley's played well.
So Nahas comes out. Middleton comes back out with him to go in the backfield for the Maroons as they now come out. 4th possession. Fake the handoff. Throw it out. Has a man in the slot. And he hangs on. And was that Drexler? Yep. Drexler went up and hung on as they pulled him down.
I mean, we thought DeGroat got smoked. I mean, boy, Joey Nahas got lit up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it here on this replay, but boy, Valley again brought a blitz. And this thing, I mean, it's just high pointed and really nice job by Drexler to go and get it.
He kind of blocked out the defender with his body. So here comes Dowling now up at the 44, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, looks, rolling, Nahas rolling right, throws it out of bounds. Nothing open.
I'm telling you there, I mean, that the D-line is just pushing Dowling back.
Yeah.
Now, Joey just doesn't have a lot of time, and he's being forced out of the pocket unless they're going to try to get him to stand in there longer. Valley has just got something figured out up
getting
front.
the pressure on there,
yeah,
aren't they?
Absolutely. And we don't, I mean, you know, the faith might not be there yet with Middleton and whatnot, just trying to get the ball moving a little bit. Maybe they try to go to him here, but with that push up front, you almost got to get these quick passes.
Send Drexler and Roberts to the left. Middleton's back behind Nahas. Fakes the handoff, throws it across Drexler. Or no, that's Roberts. And he takes it down to the 36.
And it's zone. I mean, that was zone.
Yeah.
So McGregory, he's sitting back in a very, very large bubble for a zone, and Roberts is just right there.
Just cut right in front. Yep, boom.
And you can see how far Jaden McGregory was back, and he can't make a play on that one.
Now Dowling on the move. Their deepest penetration on a drive that started back around the 20, or at the 20, but send Roberts left. Handoff, looking for room, cuts it outside, has a lane up the left sideline, and then gets knocked out. And the first down there.
I think Ian Middleton needed to see that. There might have been a hold. Might have been a hold in the middle. It sure looked like somebody got grabbed, but nobody saw it, I guess, and Dowling takes the run. That's exactly what Ian Middleton wanted to see.
Makes it 1st and 10 at the Tiger 20. This is how we've seen this series go so many times. One team will score, the other answers, and then boom, right back.
It's either we score a lot of points or it's 14-10.
Yeah, or they get. But right now, maybe in the scoring group, but Dowling completes this. And, Nahas takes a shot and then is ripped down 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pressure again. He took a hard lick.
He just never had a chance. I mean, Valley is in the backfield before he can even really get rid of the ball.
John Schaefer, are you seeing anything on the defensive line of Valley that they're doing down there? Or?
Put him on the spot.
I think they're just bringing heat, guys, to be honest. I just think they've loaded up that line and they said we're pinning the ears back and going because, hey, if you're going to beat us, try and beat us through the air.
All right, so 2nd and 14 now. After the loss, they're going to mark it 4 back.
Don't have to get all this back in one take.
No. Hand it off inside, looking to turn the corner, gets outside, cuts it up, and a great run. Drexler.
Now, Dowling ran that play on the first drive, you remember, and Drexler, same thing, got quite a bit of yardage. This will be really interesting, 3rd and short.
Valley just did not close off the end over there. And then some good blocking, too, on the edge by that line. Carter Barrett, Josh Miller, Cade Krause, Evan Mitchell, and Max Thomas.
Jaden McGregory comes off for Valley. Max Thomas, one of the linemen, has to go off for Dowling with a helmet coming off.
So 3rd and 3 at the 13. Dowling looking to get the first down and keep the drive alive here and go back up. And play clock ran down, so they had to use a timeout.
Yeah, that was Tom Wilson who called it.
So let's take a break. You're watching high school football here on CISN.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
out of the timeout. Let's go quick to the sideline. John Schaefer.
Hey guys, sorry. Yeah, I was just trying to get you a signal to chat with our director, but that's all right. We'll chat about this. Dowling with a great opportunity here, but Valley, if they get a stop, that changes the entire complexion of this game.
3rd and 3 at the 13 for Dowling, trying to keep the drive alive. Handoff and spins out of the tackle, but he's not going to go any farther than that. And the big stop by the Tiger defense here. So let's see what Dowling decides to do.
Looks like they're going to tie it.
We're going to go for the tie.
Yeah, Valley, that O-line, I tell you what, just weren't there, and that play was gone before he even pretty much got the handoff out.
Ryan Kuhn will come out to
kicking wasn't amazing. The kicks in pregame. We'll see if he's kind of settled in here.
Owen McConville is the holder. It'll be a 30-yard kick, and it is good. I've learned to wait because
just never know
from the angle up here. So 30-yard field goal.
The opposing team will be making wild gestures if it's not going in.
So with 3 minutes to go in the first half, we're tied up 10-10 off the Valley field goal by Kuhn.
And this is a big spot for Valley this next drive because if you can score, you get the ball back
you
at
get the ball.
So
because they deferred to start the game.
This is a fun little, this is what they think about in practice. Get your 2-minute offense rolling, see what you got.
Plus you got an extra minute here with 3.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like, did you watch the end of the Huskers and Bearcats last night in Cincinnati? They kind of ran that to the there. And it's good to have football back.
Yeah, it is. And these people, I mean, this is an unbelievable game. You can see it on this wide crowd shot. It's too bad we really can't show Valley's, but Valley's is just filled to the brim. There's so many students here for both middle schools, elementary schools, the parking lots. I got a text from somebody that I work with that he's like, I had to walk 17 minutes just to get here.
You said, well, the crowd's not very big. And we look up and there's a flow of people coming down the walkway into the stadium. It's like, well, yeah, they're going to be here.
It was like the LA crowds. They showed up a little late, but they still made it here. And it is awesome. Good to have high school football back, and it's a beautiful night for it.
And back deep is Fleming and Layla again. And it's taken by the up man who steps in front of Layla and gets up to the 25 there for Valley. And there you see the crowd.
There's the
little beach night, Hawaiian night for the kids. They've only been back in school, what, a week?
Yeah, I think everybody started on Monday. Volleyball's been rolling since Monday. We have a volleyball segment coming up at halftime. Talk about some of the volleyball going on here in the Metro.
Now in school, we have a no cell phone rule this year, but at the games, you can put cell phone and call up Blake and I and listen to us, right?
You could, yeah.
There's no cell phone rule in the stands
you
here.
Could.
Here comes Valley now. 2:54 to go. 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Tigers. Here with the game tied now. DeGroot down the line, fakes it, now runs it up the right side, and he's going to get close to the first down. That'll stop the clock while they reset the chains.
Dowling just cannot figure out the quarterback keeper. I mean, Drake DeGroot's picking up almost an average of 8 yards per attempt. And it's so weird, Dark, because they can't run the ball with the running back, but Drake DeGroot can do whatever he wants.
But that's because when they spread it out, you can't leave those receivers and stack it up in there.
Yeah.
And here come the Tigers again. 2:25 to play with the clock rolling. Trips right, 2 left. For DeGroot. Drops back, wings it inside, spun around. And
feel that slant again with McGregory.
Yeah. McGregory gets about 4. And Valley has 2 timeouts left. They use one early. About 2 minutes on the clock. Gregory here now down at the bottom of your screen. Grote drops back, looks, rolls. He's under pressure and somehow got out of it. Throws it up McGregory. He spins around and it'll be a first down. How did DeGroat get out of there?
Anthony Bonanno was looking right at him, and he just missed. I'm not really sure how Drake did that, but I don't know.
Let's see it here again.
Boom. I mean, that's got to be tackled, and then he's just directing traffic at this point.
Throws it out to McGregory, who spins around. So now 1st and 10 at the 44 of Dowling.
Still got 2 timeouts.
DeGroat back, looking. Throws across a little high. Ooh. Threw the medicine ball there.
Boy, the judge in the middle, his back was to it. I don't know, there might have been a call if he didn't, but boy, that was a hospital ball.
Looking for Dorenkamp, but
I have no idea how Dorenkamp popped up so quick. That was a hit.
But it does stop the clock with 1:04 to play. 2nd and 10 at the 44 for Valley. They lead, or they tie, they're tied, 10-10. DeGroat now brings him out, trips left, one receiver right. Throws it to Dorenkamp on the flat. He's hit, breaks a tackle, up the sideline and knocked out of bounds. Just shy of the first down, but that'll stop the clock.
Dowling's having trouble tackling. I mean, that's becoming apparent right now that they're really struggling to get and wrap up on defenders. Valley's just bouncing them off.
So you see it here, out the flat, he spins through. Brings up a 3rd down and 3 at the 37.
3rd and 3 for the Tigers at the Dowling.
DeGroat, 2 receivers each side. Drops back, spins out, throws wide for McGregory, and it's going to go way out of bounds.
And it was the running back, Ian Middleton, who he rushed. I mean, it was a blitz, and Dowling really didn't get home at all except Middleton, and that forced Drake to go wide.
Now DeGroat saw what was coming and just flung it.
Swenson's going to take a timeout.
4th and 3 at the 37. You got to see what you can do here. Obviously out of field goal range. If you go and don't get it, you leave Dowling in pretty good field position.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough because I think you punt it, but depending on how much faith you have in your kicker with Horn, you can maybe get a little bit closer if you get the first.
And the one thing Dowling has been able to do is stop that running back up the middle. Yeah. So if you're looking there on short yardage.
Does John have anything for us? I see him down there.
Hey guys, yeah, absolutely, and I think we're alley punt here in this spot. I don't think Gary Swenson wants to fool around with a quick short field and get Dowling into a field goal range where they could possibly take a lead going into half. So I'd expect the punt team to come out here.
All right, 51 seconds to go, 51.2.
John's going to try to chat with one of our coaches, probably Swenson.
Yeah, we told him to chat with the coach who was leading at halftime, but so
my biggest thing is John's going to have to somehow find a way to get the coach, plus get where we're in a good spot to
microphone range. Yeah, I found that last year. The range isn't real deep on that.
Yeah, we might have to upgrade for next week.
They're going to punt here. And low flat punt, good punt, and it goes out of bounds. Probably mark it about he's still coming up. It's going to say the 15. So not a bad punt there. So Dowling will take over with 45.9 seconds to go. 1st and 10 at the 15. And with the pressure Valley's been getting on, I don't know that you want to drop back and.
Well, so Valley's got 1 timeout. There is a world where Dowling just takes 2 knees here and takes us to the locker room.
Yeah. And runs it out and says, let's go in tied up.
Tom Wilson say, let's just get in here.
First game of the season, let's go in and make adjustments.
Yeah. This is about I mean, this is about how this game has gone. I
see
feel
the
like
Tigers sideline there.
well, it's definitely not going to be a knee. At least it doesn't look like it's going to be a knee. Maybe you take one shot.
They had one receiver wide. Just don't want a bad snap or anything.
Yeah.
Going to be a handoff. Oh, they got a hole there. Cuts it back inside.
I think maybe just kind of seeing what Valley brought out defensively. And
yeah, and then so now I think they're going to take their time.
They can take it all the way down. Yep. I think that's what they're going to do.
And yeah, there's a couple second difference between the play clock and game clock, so we're going to be tied at half here. No surprise between this rivalry. It's usually close, and so we'll go to halftime. 10-10, and John is down on the sideline. Let's see if he can get the coach.
Did you see in that first half from your team? Obviously a tight battle with this Dowling club.
Yeah, it's a ball game. I thought we really hurt ourselves early with, we had some missed assignments up front. We gave them great field position. You can't do that against a good team, but I think we're in good shape. That's why we played 2 halves. We've got 2 more quarters to come out. We're basically starting over. I like where we're at.
All righty, good luck.
All right, good job. Gary Swenson, we got him right to the very end.
I was going to say that microphone held on the whole time.
I was worried they were moving downfield. John Schaefer taking him downfield, but we heard the whole interview there mostly. So good job, John. Thank you. Let's take a break here. We're at the half, tied up 10 apiece in the rivalry here. Dowling Catholic, West Des Moines Valley. You're watching on CISN.TV.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Welcome to our quick little halftime segment here. We hope you're enjoying the game this evening. Let's talk volleyball. Volleyball season has picked up this week. It started on Monday, and there is a lot to look forward to if you're a CIML fan, and especially for us on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Going to give you a little bit of a rundown of what's happening here in the volleyball side. I wanted to talk about what teams are returning last year from the CIML, a couple of the state tournament teams and regional runner-ups. Waukee Northwest is probably the big question, or not the big question, they are the big statement, I should say, of 2025. Waukee Northwest returns 100% of the roster from last year's state runner-up. They did not lose a single player on that entire roster. They are the #1 team. We'll talk about rankings here in a little bit. They returned 100% of that roster. Keep an eye out for Waukee Northwest. Ankeny Centennial returns 80% of their roster. Waukee 73%. Dowling 50%, Ankeny 46%, and then of the teams, that was of the teams that made the state tournament. Teams that didn't make the state tournament but finished regional runner-up, Valley returned 85% of their roster. Be something to keep an eye out for them. Your rankings for the volleyball side just dropped a couple days ago. That would be last Thursday. Northwest is your leader. Pleasant Valley is ranked 2nd. Waukee is 3rd. Ankeny Centennial 4th. Dowling Catholic is 5th. Cedar Falls is 6th. Valley is 7th. Iowa City West is 8th. Ankeny is 9th, and Bettendorf round out your top 10. They do 15 teams for rankings for the girls' union. Iowa City High is 11th. Iowa City Liberty is 12th. Dubuque Senior is 13th, Cedar Rapids Kennedy is 14th, and Johnston round out your top 15 in the IGHSAU rankings. Those are our official rankings by the IGHSAU, kind of help from coaches, plus people with the girls' union. Really cool thing to keep up with here. You're watching this on Friday night. Well, as you're watching this, you might want to go over to Ankeny Centennial High School tomorrow, as in Saturday, because there is a big Ankeny Centennial tournament being held tomorrow, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. There is going to be a lot of teams, 16 teams to be exact, and I want to give you the team and I want to give you the record of last year just as a little bit of example of how strong this field is going to be for this tournament. Mind you, it's still week 1, so we're going to learn a lot. Ankeny Centennial is obviously one of the teams, 32-5 last year for the Jaguars, returned a lot, obviously, of offensive production. Ankeny will be there, a 36-5 record for the Hawks last year. Davenport Assumption, a 3A school, will be there, 25-9 record for Davenport Assumption. Bettendorf makes the drive over as well, 18-16 last year for the Bulldogs. Cedar Falls, 33-7 last year. They will be in attendance. The cool one, Dike New Hartford, will be there. And obviously we know how good Dike New Hartford's been the last couple of years. The dynasty that Diane Harms has built over there. 30-16 record last year. Expect them to be much better this year. They were still very good last year. They lost in the state semifinals last year. But Dike New Hartford, a 2A team, going to be there. They are the smallest team in attendance. Dowling Catholic, 26-10, will be there. Iowa City Liberty at 15-21. That's a good 15-21. I can tell you right now, they are ranked in the top 15, as I mentioned just a few moments ago. They will be in attendance. Linn-Mar at 18-16. Norwalk at 28-14. Pleasant Valley, your state champions last year, 35-2. They lost a lot, but they do return Isabel Kramer, who's going to be really fun to watch this year. They will be in attendance. Sioux City East at 21-16. Valley at 14-23. But again, don't let the record disparage you. That is a very good Valley team that returns a lot of young talent from last year. Waterloo West, 16-14, then the Waukee schools. Waukee at 18-15, and then #1 ranked Waukee Northwest at 28-10 last year. That is 14 out of the 16 teams that had records below 500. The rest, almost all of them, made the state tournament. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, or you can't make it, but you want to watch online, it might be streamed for our friend Andy Pollock. We'll just have to see, but you're going to want to make your way to Ankeny Centennial tomorrow. It is going to be such a fun day of volleyball. That's going to do it for us. Just a quick little recap of what's going on. I think we're going to try to do this every single week here on our halftime shows, unless we're able to get a couple interviews. But we have got a lot of volleyball action coming to CISN with Girl Dad Media, obviously up at Ankeny and Ankeny Centennial with Andy Pollock, and then we will be on the air for a couple games. We'll get those schedules out here as the weeks continue to progress on. We're going to send it back to the field. Enjoy your second half. You've been watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at BBB.org.
fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Back here at Valley High School, our halftime score 10-10 tie here. Darty Angelson, Blake Walker, John Schaefer down on the sideline. We'll talk to him a little bit later. But let's kind of run down the first half scoring here. For Dowling, they punted, and then Valley had to punt, and they got a short field, and then a handoff and a one-yard touchdown run by Middleton there with 18.4 seconds to go in the first quarter, and that put them up 7-0. Valley then, I guess that's 5:04, then 18.4, Valley kicked the field goal. Now here's Valley, the inside slant to McGregory for the touchdown, 11-yard pass as Valley drove down the field, score. And they took, at that point, it was a 10-7 lead, and then a 30-yard field goal by Kuhn for Dowling. Even it up 10-10 here with 3 minutes to go in the first half. And that's the way we stand. Now, Dowling did get the offense going a little bit, but they scored on that short field early, Blake, but I think they need to make a few adjustments. That Valley defensive line has been getting a lot of pressure in there.
Yeah, I don't really know what they're going to change. Obviously, you can't just tell you can tell your offensive line to block better, but yeah, Valley's done a really good job defensively, and I think that's really surprised a lot of people so far. I think both teams are shaky still a little bit on the defensive side of the ball, though, in ways. They're having to get the ball out quick, and DeGroat's playing better. I mean, I think in a battle of two quarterbacks, DeGroat has definitely been the better of the two. And I'm excited to see what happens here in the second half. A lot can change. I think a turnover is probably going to win this game. It sure feels like that's probably what's going to be the case. And I said that to Channel 5 here earlier today on our interview. But I think it's going to come down to a turnover. But things change quick in this type of game. And overall, just looking across the Metro, a lot of low-scoring games. Everybody's struggling a little bit to get the wheels going here.
Yeah, and that seems like it is that first game, especially – at this level, because you're usually playing a good team to start out with, and lower classes, you're maybe not in conference or district, and you're playing a team that might not be as good as you are to start the season. But here, you're opening up, and Gary Swenson talked about it. You open up last year, they opened up with Southeast Polk, this year Dowling, and it's the same way for both of them. But they make adjustments, and they're able to come in and say, hey, here's what we got to do, and we'll see how they do that coming out in the second half.
A couple score updates from around the Metro. Waukee Northwest leads Ankeny 14-10. Southeast Polk leads Ankeny Centennial 7-0. And Dallas Center Grimes tied with Urbandale at 7 apiece.
So Valley Band is playing right now, and let's take another break. We'll do that. We'll be back with more here at halftime on CISN.TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Here at Valley Stadium at halftime, tied 10-10. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker with you as kicker's out for Dowling warming up. Valley out a little bit too, but the rest of the team's still in the locker room. And it's always, you never know in these first games, the kind of things, because practice you go through it and scrimmage and things kind of go that way. But then after these coaches see what's going on the field, you get in the locker room and try to make adjustments. And it goes, of course, a couple legendary coaches here for both these two teams, so we'll see what kind of adjustments they make.
Yeah, and I think week one, it's always so interesting. I mean, nobody's perfect in week one, and I think it's just really fun to watch these two teams kind of progress as the night goes on, and you get guys that we've called names that people didn't know were going to be names that we'd be calling tonight, and guys that just kind of step up and you start seeing flashes of guys. So I think it's really interesting. Dowling obviously comes right back here next week. They get Johnson at home, so I'm excited to see that game. Dallas Center Grimes, then they go on the road. Then they get Southeast Polk back here on the 19th. That'll be a huge game. Obviously, everyone knows Southeast Polk Dowling's become quite the game. Waterloo West at Cedar Rapids Kennedy, home against Waukee, home against Ankeny Centennial, and they end the year at Marshalltown. So another fun season, obviously with the quads, kind of how they do seeding here. This just happened to be a non-quad game, and obviously you're going to play Valley and Dowling every single year.
Yeah, and you want to play that one. And then, too, you may make adjustments, but these teams are both, everybody, they step it up another notch. It seems like that's the way this game goes. You talked about it. It's either, 14-10 or it's back and forth. We had a flurry of back and forth there in the first half for a little bit. And then in the second half, though, when it gets tight, it seems – then you get both teams. They kind of step it up when they're going down the field. They're making big defensive plays. So, and Valley next week they're at Northwest, right?
Yeah, they go to Waukee Northwest.
I'm at that game.
I believe it's our Channel 5 game of the week.
Are you?
No, I'm off. I'm in Boone for the Super National, so I will be off. Urbandale, then they get Urbandale at home, at Waukee, at Indianola. Cool to see Indianola and Dallas Center Grimes kind of mixed into this group now in 5A. Home against Ankeny Centennial, at Sioux City North, at Ankeny, and then home against Des Moines Lincoln to end 2025. And then we see what happens. And we've talked about it. Valley the last couple of years has been teetering on that RPI 16 line. And then they're like, oh, okay, now we're in. I'm sure they just like to get into the RPI and not have to worry about winning so many tight games at the end. But
yeah, well, Gary talked about that too. He goes, not like we're not trying to win those early games, but we're playing good teams every year. Yeah. And
Makes it fun to watch.
You ever get dizzy sitting there watching all those things that they go round and around in circles and racing? You watch a lot of racing.
No, it's great.
In the summer, didn't you?
And it's kind of a full circle moment for me. Dowling Catholic Hall of Famer Ralph Capitani, he was here at Dowling Catholic. So kind of really cool. Obviously, Cappy ran Knoxville Raceway for many years, so still really cool to see. I see John Schaefer sitting down there. He's sitting down on the bench. Is he ready for us? I don't know. He's just kind of been sitting down there. I don't know. Here he goes. Now he's standing up.
Give me a little credit, guys.
Come
on now. Don't throw me under the bus like that. I got to catch my breath every once in a while down here. Not that I'm doing much, but no. I think this game's going to open up here in the second half. I think if we saw anything, it's that Valley can move the ball both with some quarterback runs. And then Jaden McGregory was over in the huddle saying, guys, just throw slants all game. Come on, what are we doing? They're cushioning me. So I think look for that. Look for the passing game over the middle to really open up to McGregory here for the Valley offense. On the Dowling side of things, they got to shore up some tackling and really start getting a push with that offensive line, because if they can't run the ball, it could be a really long night trying to break up this Valley secondary.
Okay, we'll let you get back to your kettle corn, John.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All righty. Let's want to take another break? Do that. Let's do that. We'll take one more break. When we get back, they're warming up. We should be about ready to kick off the second half here. High school football on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Halftime just about over here. We're ready to start the second half. Valley deferred to start the game, so they'll get the ball to start the second half. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker, John Schaefer on the sidelines, and the talented camera and production crew here for CISN.TV ready to bring you the second half. And Layla Scher will go back to receive back there along with Ben Fleming. And we are underway, second half. Bouncer picked up at the 5. 15. Twong. No, he isn't going to get to the 20. He's pulled down. It looked like he was turning to the outside, but pulled down by Jackson Miller.
Really good coverage all the way across for Dowling Catholic, and I actually believe, I think it was Anthony Bonanno.
Was it Bonanno?
Yeah, I think he got in there, but not much. It was already kind of an awkward play off the bounce. Surprise Valley return, but.
So 1st and 10 at the 17 for Valley. And I think, yeah, that's their worst starting position of the game so far. As they come out with the starting lineup there. Flip the tight end over to the left. And hand off, looking to go up the middle. Still kind of going, pushing, but not getting much yardage out of it is Dornkamp.
So that stayed the same since the first half.
Yeah.
They just can't run the ball.
The Dowling middle is not giving up the handoff
from
run
the
up
tailback
the middle.
position. Yeah, it's just not happening.
DeGroat has had some success moving around back there, but not out of the tailback. So they brought in a couple more receivers, took the tight end out. And McGregory's the middle man on the right. Pitch back, going to try to get outside. This time he gets some room, cuts it outside, gets the first down up to the 30-yard line. So that time they got Dornkamp on the edge with the pitch.
I think that's where he's best. I don't see him being a back that goes right down the middle. He has so much speed that I think he's better on the edge. And I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing Valley maybe open that up a little bit more.
So they bring back in Schuberl, the tight end, and Grevengood for this package. As it's 1st and 10, they're going to mark him out at the 28. And the Tigers' first drive of the second half. McGregory to the left. They flip the tight end over to the left. Hand it off up the middle, and that's as much yardage as he's found running up the middle all ball game here. Sneaks up about 4 or 5 yards, 4 yards. 4, yep, on the first down run.
Just trying to get a little bit more push up front. Valley's O-line's been really solid here tonight for the most part.
2nd and 6 at the 32. Dowling crowd clapping a little bit, trying to get the defense fired up. Fake the inside handoff, and he's loose. There goes DeGroat on the outside, up the right sideline, and he gets out of bounds at the 30. That handoff to McGregory coming across, throws everybody on that kind of fake jet sweep.
And I tell you what, linebacker / DB Maddox Capola, who's usually making people miss on the basketball court, just got juked out of his shoes. Take a look at this. Number 22 is going to come down. Whoa, where are we going?
Yep.
And DeGroat's gone.
DeGroat. He's got more speed than what you think. Once he gets out there.
The linebackers, they're just going to have to keep watching some film of some sort because DeGroat has just got him figured out.
So here they go. 1st and 10 at the 33 into Dowling territory now. DeGroat dropped back, throws across, and the receiver kind of got bumped and wasn't even looking, and the pass goes behind him there.
He had a couple options. Everybody kind of blitzed. And I will say, Dar, we've had 2 penalties all game.
Yeah, I think so.
Arguably pretty clean. I don't think Valley's committed a single penalty all game. So that.
No, they had the one, didn't they, where they jumped offside?
Oh, yeah, they did have the one.
That was
3,
the one.
But overall, especially in the DB area, they're letting them play a little bit.
Yeah, there's been a little hand fighting, but as long as you're not getting a big advantage, then they let it go. They shift 3 receivers to the left now. McGregory in the middle there for DeGroat. Handoff of kind of looked like a mishandoff, but it works. And Dornkamp looked like DeGroat wanted to pull it back out or something. It was a long time going, but he got it to him.
It is really easy right now for this Valley team. And I think a lot of people would just be a little surprising because Dowling is the more experienced team, but Valley looks like they've been doing this for a couple of years.
So they bring out Owen Woods and bring back in Schuberl, the tight end, back in there. And again, go those trips to the left. Go to DeGroat. Hand off. This time he's met behind the line of scrimmage and going nowhere.
I mean, DeGroat's done a really good job on those fakes. They sure do hold it between quarterback and running back quite often. But that time Dowling was right there, and if you dial up enough pressure, you're going to get there. Sanko was in there.
Sanko. So that's 2nd and 13 now.
He's another name we haven't mentioned a lot tonight, but returned from last year's team and was quite good defensively.
Same formation. Dorenkamp steps up to the right side. Now rolling, left, throwing, caught, and out of bounds. Short of the first down, I think, but
I think he got it.
Did he get it?
Yep. Boy, Jaden Brown.
Yep, I guess he did. They're going to mark him with enough.
We haven't called Jaden Brown's name a ton, but boy, Jaden Brown made a great cut, and DeGroat, who is really good on the run.
Well, that time he did square his feet and didn't.
Yeah.
He got squared and threw it, and didn't try to throw it while still going. He almost threw a pick early in the first half that way, rolling to his left.
Metro Heating and Cooling red zone again.
Yep. Fake the handoff, rolls out, loses the football, and DeGroat gets back on it.
So that's 2 times tonight. On his own accord, it slipped out.
Yeah, the one he went to pass and he didn't go and he fumbled it. And this time that kind of missed the handoff. Let's see it here. No, I guess he didn't miss the handoff. He just dropped it and it came off his knee. He was lucky. It stayed close.
Humidity's not insane, 68% humidity right now.
But they had a first down, and now they've dropped back 9 yards
Back
on
to
2
22.
plays. So now, 2nd and long. DeGroat drops back, looks to throw, throws it deep toward the end zone, and almost picked off. He had 2 receivers short. I think somebody was supposed to go deeper on that route.
I don't think so. I think it was just he knew that pressure was coming, and he knows he has Jaden McGregory, so he thought, I'll just throw it up. And
let her rip.
Yeah, and I think maybe he wanted to go a little bit longer, but even Jaden was like, what are you doing, man? I don't think you shouldn't have thrown that. I don't know what DB for Dowling got over there, but, man, he almost had a pick.
Because right now, they're bringing Lalashir, but right now they're at the 22. It'd be like a 39-yard field goal. So they may be in 4-down territory here.
I don't know. I think based off the kicking that we've seen.
Drops back again, looking. Now scrambles up. Fakes, now goes over the left side. Cuts through, back down 5, touchdown! Valley on the scramble, 22 yards to DeGroat.
Tomorrow is going to be a really rough film day for Dowling Catholic, and that play might be the one that we see on repeat at least 25 times. You'll be able to see on the replay there are plenty of chances, and Dowling just can't tackle him. There's 2 guys that come in right here.
Right there, yep. Runs right between them, and there's another one. Yep.
Nothing.
Just boom. Oh, here's the extra point attempt coming. Kick is up, and it's good. And Valley extends the lead to 17-10, or takes the lead back, I should say, here. Let's take a break on CISN.TV.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros.
Here's the kickoff. And into the end zone for touchback. Let's go down to John Schaefer. What'd you see on that play, John?
Hey, guys, I saw a lot of missed tackles, too. I watched Gary Swenson the entire that play, and that's one of those where a coach just shakes his head, and so, oh no, yes, just go. And that was exactly what Gary Swenson went through on the sideline. So, again, 20-yard run. Dowling with 8. 2 of those incomplete.
Okay, we lost you there, but
got you back.
Got you back at the end. So 1st and 10 at the 20 on the touchback for Dowling. So Valley went 83 yards on that drive here. And there's a handoff, looking for room inside. And Middleton gets about 5.
Valley only rushed 4. I'm just, at this point, I'm watching the O-line, I'm watching the D-line, and seeing what Valley's doing there. Dowling's just getting flat out beat.
There's Nahas.
So they got 4 up there.
Send a man in motion.
Nobody is deep for Valley.
Handoff right into the pile, but they move the pile ahead, and he's going to get within a yard of the first down there.
And that's really good vision by Ian Middleton, because that was blown up, and Ian's able to just work his way through traffic.
He's staying behind the big white guys in white jerseys and finding a spot around him and finds a hole and slides ahead. So you're right, good patience. So 3rd and 1 here at the 29 for Dowling.
Valley dials this up here.
Linebackers coming up tight. Everybody looking for the handoff, and they blow him up in the backfield. Street blitz in there and picked him off.
I don't know if he was touched. I really don't.
Luke Walter.
Line coach Andy Pollock, he's fired up on the sideline. Somebody missed an assignment of some sort.
But you saw him cheating up in the middle there, and then he just took off. And, wow, Dowling goes 3 and out here.
And almost it was the same play.
See it here again. You see, set right there he is on the right, standing up, and he just right through, untouched. Yeah. He was almost there as the handoff was made. McGregory back deep to receive. Back there, along with that one's going to bounce.
Great bounce.
Good roll for Dowling. It'll set up Valley at the 27-yard line.
In a game like this, a stop like that, Dowling's defense has not looked great here in the last couple drives. At least Valley offensively has really picked them apart. So that's a big stop for Valley's defense.
Well, here's where the Dowling defense can turn this game, just get a spark. If they can get a big play here, maybe a turnover. And because Valley went, 83 yards on the last drive, took it at the 17 and went all the way down and scored. So now they get it at the 23. And DeGroot brings them out again. They flip-flop the receivers over a minute there. DeGroot, long snap, pitches out. Cuts it up, and a host of white shirts there. And a little love tap push at the end.
Trying to get anything they can. Trying to rip that ball out. Yep. They know a turnover would be big.
But stomped him for no gain. 2nd and 10. And Valley taking a long time too here, working on the clock.
Yeah, there's no,
there's no big hurry to go into hurry up or anything.
It's like this, there's no reason.
Milk it down. We got a touchdown lead right now. Low snap, picks it up, hands it off, and nowhere to go inside. And they stop him for a 2-yard loss. Dornkamp.
He doesnesn't go down.
He does.
He's really good at staying up, and he's like, just force them to blow the play dead.
But again, he's not finding any room in the middle there. Their only success kind of running there is when they pitched it to him and got him on the edge. So now they'll bring in Layla Scher back in.
Well, they converted on their last 3rd and long, so I'm not going to put it past them to do it again.
No, Owen Woods is in there also as well now for the Tigers. 3 to left, 1 wide to the right. For DeGroat. Drops back. Rolls left, now under pressure, gets out of it. Breaks free, up to the 30, 35, across the first down marker and out of bounds. DeGroat has been doing it with his legs tonight.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's kind of inexcusable for Dowling's defense.
Limping a little bit there, but let's watch it here.
I mean, they have to make a tackle, and nobody can make a tackle.
They getting one hand on him, and that's about it right now.
I mean, a lot of credit to Drake. He can slither around. He's very good at that, but Dowling just can't wrap up. And the reaction, I don't know if you saw it, the whole Dowling sideline just dropped to their knees when he got free because they knew they were like, we had him again.
Now they get one hand on him, and that's not been enough here. Now they flip that receiver out wide, Grevin good, and now timeout by Valley is, again, their formation coming out of that wasn't real good. Let's take a break here. Valley up 17-10 with the ball in the third quarter on CSN.TV.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Coming out of the timeout, John Schaefer, anything new you're seeing down there?
Yeah, Mr. DeGroat getting a little bit of a stretch out. Blake, you called it. He came up a little gimpy after that run, and he was getting some stretching done on that left leg. First game action, it is a little warm. It's not terrible, but you got to remember maybe a little bit of cramping, stuff like that going on.
All right, here we go. For Valley, 1st and 10 at the 38. DeGroat throws it out, hits his man, spins out of bounds on the far side. Over there, that's Dorenkamp. They've been able to work him good out of the backfield, too.
Yeah, they have.
You know.
I think that's probably where it fits him best, and I'm surprised they haven't done more quick throws tonight. But
now in the past, they've had that quick back, pounding back, you know, the combination. But here they've gone
they're two smaller
most
guys.
of the game with, the two small guys to start out with. But
this is a very different team than what we usually see Valley look like, and clearly it's working. They look very good tonight.
Dowling now defense, just looking for something to kind of flip the switch a little bit here. Hand off, cutting up the right side, right on through and across for the first down. And Dorenkamp, a quick hitter that time. He got through the hole quick. Now Dowling's defense has been on the field quite a bit here in the third quarter. And you mentioned maybe cramping, but, it's
hands on hips for sure.
It's early season, and, you work in practice, but it is a little different than game shape and all that. But, again, Valley just taking a long time, burning the clock as they go here. Here's DeGroat. Handoff rolls, looks. Now he's under pressure. There's the sack.
He had to think one of those times they were probably going to get home. And unfortunately, though.
Yeah, that's
Bonanno.
Bonanno goes down.
Didn't really take a tough hit of any sort. I think maybe he got wrapped up. We'll see here on the replay, maybe.
He
something
grabbing
that right knee,
hamstring or knee there as he came down.
I tell you what changed there, Dar, is that Dowling stayed home Like, they didn't get completely faked out. It feels like all night they've been sold on every single play action fake they have as Bonanno's going to walk off.
Ryan Bobo. It was Bobo and Bonanno, and Bonanno's going off. So, big play there, drops him back 10 yards, puts him in second and long.
But these long situations really haven't mattered for Valley's offense.
They've been able to, and a lot of that has been DeGroat.
Yeah.
You're running out of trouble there.
I don't think Dowling's put a spy on him any tonight because I don't think that's really how you're thinking about going about it. But
you're more worried, I think, on the receivers on the outside there.
You're just hoping they tackle. I mean, a lot of his plays could be if you just tackle.
They had him in the sights, and he kind of got away. Now he drops straight back, looking, now spins it outside to the running back. He has room out the flat. Two Dowling players run into each other at the 30, hammers out at the 25.
Two things about that. Linebackers got crossed. Nobody had Dorenkamp picked up, and then DeGroat had all day.
Yeah, and then the two backs ran into each other coming after him. Watch this here as he come up the field. He's got him out there, and then I don't know if you see it when they come into the screen. Oh, you look back, and yeah, he just, when he gets on the edge and gets room.
I talked about names you didn't hear in previous years that step up. Blake Dorenkamp is quickly putting his name in the group as one of the star players to watch.
Well, you wait to see those other running backs, and both these teams, sometimes you got to wait to get your chance. Trying to throw the quick out pass there, and now going down, clutching his leg. DeGroat. He looks to be in pain.
They're thinking cramp. Nobody really hit him. They just kind of ran into him.
Yeah.
Immediately cramped up. Week one, you never know. Maybe we're not drinking enough water. It's just kind of one of those things.
That can happen too, because it seems like it's been cool, but then it has been kind of warm.
Deceivingly warm.
So can we take a break here? We'll do that while they tend to him. We'll come back after this on CISN.TV.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
That's back here at Valley, and John Schaefer, it looks like there's several kids having some issues with cramping. Is that what you're seeing down there on the sideline?
Yeah, guys, it's a calf cramp for DeGroat spot. Sorry, you got me there?
Okay. Yeah.
Calf cramp. Oh, that's a rough spot. Anytime you get a calf cramp, it's tough. But you're going to get Fitz Carpenter coming in now to take a snap out of catch and a handoff.
Okay.
It was stiff. I mean, he really wasn't even. He obviously was.
He went down to me. Well, I've had those. It's just like it seizes your leg and it locks it, but it hurts like a son of a gun.
Fitz Carpenter. First name Fitz, last name Carpenter. Not Fitz Carpenter is his last name.
So Fitz Carpenter comes in, 2nd and 10. He hands it off. Dorenkamp. Picks up a couple.
I don't even see where Drake went.
Is that him over here on the bench?
Might be. Yes,
Yeah.
John's pointing to over here on by the medical tent.
So, Fitz Carpenter, the 6'2", 186-pound junior.
This kid could make quite the play here if he wants. See what they have here.
Well, I got a sneaking suspicion they might hand it off.
Yeah. Field goal makes 2 possessions.
They do inside handoff McGregory. McGregory cuts it inside, jukes, and then gets hammered down. Man, it looked like he might have some daylight, but boom.
He and Middleton, and Jaden's a little bit slower to get up.
Brady Hagan was in there too.
Going to take a field goal.
Or no, that was Pagano, I think. Yeah, so they'll bring on the kicker. Conley Harney to come in to attempt the field goal. He's got one already. This is back at the 27, be a 28, be a 39-yarder. It's short.
Short, and I think it went to the right just a little bit. I don't think it had enough leg anyway.
No, it was really flat, and if it got there, it might have doinked off the crossbar.
Dowling brought a lot of pressure off the edge, and it forced him to really, I think, rush the kick a little bit more than he wanted to.
So really a big stop for the Dowling defense as Valley ground out a lot of that third quarter here, 38.2 seconds to go.
Joel Senko was a little number 2 at linebacker for Dowling. He was slow to walk off the field there. I think he's being tended to by the trainers.
So Dowling, as it happens in high school, you get the ball back at the 20.
And they need something.
Nahas throws it out. Oh, and coming in on the run, looking at a pick six was McGregory. We've seen that before, man.
One hand. You almost just can't throw in the flat with him.
No.
I mean,
he's shaking his head because he knew it was a step or two away from pick six. So he knocked it down, and wow.
Nahas got to be quicker with that throw, a little bit more precise.
2nd and 10 here. Nahas drops back. Down the middle, got a man, and it's through his hands.
It's his brother. I don't know if he knew it was coming. It was a really well-placed ball. Take a look here. That's a little high, just a little high.
Yeah, just a bit high for Jimmy Nahas.
Boy, he was wide open, too. Would have been quite the play.
And he had time back there, too.
He did. Valley had a little bit of pressure off the right side, but.
So 3rd and 10, Dowling trying to make something out of holding Valley. Dropping back pressure. He's going to throw it out down the sideline. Has a man at the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dowling. Jeffrey Roberts. 80 yards.
Welcome to Des Moines, Jeffrey Roberts. Lightning strike by Dowling Catholic.
Well, 2 straight plays. We'll see it here. And he had 5 yards on the defender.
Look at the speed.
And just, turns and burns.
And Nahas stood tall in the pocket. The pressure was collapsing around him, and he makes a throw. What a play.
Here's the PAT to tie it up again. Low snap, kick is up. We're tied at 17. 17.2 to go here in the third quarter. Let's take a break on CISN.TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Back here, the kickoff for Dowling. They've tied it up on an 80-yard pass. The defense got the stop, forced Valley into a field goal they missed, and then on third down, they go 80 yards. Here's a squibber, picked up at the 15, up to the 20, 21 by Valley, but
you talk about a moment in this game that couldn't have been more important. I think we should go down to John because I think he'll also reiterate this. John, they had 3rd and long. If they didn't complete that, this is a whole different ball game.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 10, 3 straight pass plays. It's just the last one was the dagger. And Blake, you kind of pointed it out just how much speed Roberts has. And, you know, it's one of those things where the DB tried to just outside leverage and Roberts just flew past him. And that's a big reason why this Dowling offense can be so dynamic and flip the script. Valley trying to regain some collection over here on the defensive side.
So still 12.1 to go in what's been an explosive third quarter here now. 1st and 10 at the 23 for Valley as they're right back out. They drove down the field and stalled, and DeGroat got hurt.
We might see another lightning strike right back.
And DeGroat not in there again. Throw out, low pass. Did he get it? They're going to say it's complete. Yes, they say he caught it. Not McGregor, that's Brown, Jaden Brown with the shoe top catch, and that will end the quarter here. Valley will be at the 32. We're tied at 17. When we come back for the 4th, stick with us. We got a tight one here. As always, Valley Dowling on CISN.TV.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
What a season opener. They got the lights flashing here at Valley Stadium as we're tied 17-all, but Blake Walker, momentum's on the side of Dowling Catholic right now.
Yeah, and I think another big factor is Drake DeGroat is still being worked on the sideline, and you're still going to have Fitzcarpenter back there. So he just made a throw, which is good. I keep watching DeGroat over here.
They're just trying to stretch the leg out.
Kobe's over there, I think, trying to get just a little bit of a camera. Don't get too close. He's still working on it, but I think he's going to hop back up, and he seems fine. He's kind of motioned over to his trainer that I think he's going to be okay, but it's still a little bit of a limp
in there. Those cramps, they just stick with you a little bit. So
nobody wants to get back in this game more than he does.
Yeah, 2nd and 1 at the 32 for Valley. Fitzcarpenter hands it off, plowing ahead for the first down is Dorenkamp. And the Valley student section is woken up over there too. Man, what a good crowd here tonight for this one, but we always see it with these Valley Dowling rivalries.
I can tell you right now, based off what I'm seeing, I'm very curious what will happen to Drake here. John, I don't know if John can make his way over and maybe ask about it. I don't know, but the way he's sitting, it sure feels like I don't know if we're going to see him the rest of the game. He's gone down to sit on the bench.
So 1st and 10 at the 36 for the Tigers. Carpenter hands it off, cuts it back inside, pounding through there, took a shot, but falls forward. Dorenkamp. And Dorenkamp a little slow to get up.
For good reason. He got smoked in it.
Yeah, but he's looking, I think his leg, and they're putting him in the cramp position where you normally do when they have a cramp. You try to bend that foot back. And so
John just got word. I don't know if John can share.
Yeah, it's just a double leg cramp right now.
Okay. Well, that's good news anyway, but the bad news is they can take a little time to
got to work those out.
work those out. I've dealt with that before, and it's just
Sorry, let's try this again.
Yeah.
He looked pretty disappointed there, guys. I'm not going to lie. He's trying to work those out and get them flexed a little bit, but that's just a hydration thing right now.
Yeah. Well, thanks, John, down there. Very interesting.
So then they had to take Dornkamp out, I believe.
Which he hopped up pretty quick. I think he's back in the
Well, they did the old, bend the foot thing, and that works. And so let's see who we got. Jaden Brown will go into the backfield.
This is fun. We talk about speed.
Fitz Carpenter, the quarterback. Brown steps up to the right of Carpenter. Looked like they were going to blitz. They pitch it outside to Brown. Brown wrangled down.
Good tackle. Senko in there. Really nice job. I tell you what, though, Dar, they're going to have to pass here with Carpenter. I mean, it's that they're going to try these little jet sweeps, whatnot, but they're going to have to get him to throw the ball here in a second, which he did earlier.
Yeah, and the problem was DeGroat was making those runs when they were blocking up the middle on the runs, and DeGroat was getting free and putting the pressure on the defense.
And Carpenter's got some size to him, kind of like Drake. He's 6'2".
But he hasn't seen a lot of game action.
No.
That's the thing compared to DeGroat, who
hasn't seen
started
any. 6'2",
last year.
6'2", 183. And sometimes they always say they had 10 pounds.
Here's, looks like Dowling trying to be pressure. Oh, sidearm toss. What a toss by Carpenter. Gets it to McGregory for the first down.
Got another player down, cramping. Number 90, Ryan Bobo, one of the team captains, is down.
Well, he's been going full tilt down there too, so not surprising, but let's see here the replay again on this. Look at Carpenter. Kind of side flings it there.
And he's got to feel pretty confident when he's got Jaden there. And I think that's one thing Jaden probably told. He's like, hey, I'm going to be here.
Get it to me. Get it in the area, and I'll bring it in. Because, he's one of those guys.
That'll do a lot for a kid.
So now into Dowling territory. And timeout for the injured Dowling player.
Keep an eye on the clock here. I think, obviously, it keeps stopping because of these timeouts, but Valley's going to try to get this thing as low as they can.
Well, they grounded down on the last drive, but then ended up missing the field goal. And as we said, Dowling, 3 pass plays. And the one that was a little high, he was behind the defense, and then the second one, too. And they got Robertson. He scores from 80 yards out. So fans on the edge of their seat also fanning themselves a little bit because just a little warmer down there.
It is deceivingly hot, and I'm sure people are kind of mad because it was so nice to start the week.
Well, talking with our camera people over there, normally that's a little breezy in the camera bay next to us, but she said it's not moving the air at all. It's warm over there. And so
there's no wind, guys. I'll tell you that much. If you look at the flags, they are not moving down here.
Yeah.
None to speak of.
John Schaefer down on the sideline for us. And
DeGroot had his helmet for a moment, jogged around a little bit, then he's back on the bench, just kind of chilling there. His helmet's on the ground for now.
Yeah, he's got ice on his neck, too, just trying to cool down.
And they're still working out there.
I was going to say, Bobo.
That's one of those you almost want to get him off the field and let him stretch it out a little bit, but we can't keep delaying the game, I'd say, if it is cramping.
Now he's up. That's good. And he's going to walk off. And then the thing is, as a player, you always want to get back in there, but you got to wait until the trainers say, hey, this is okay. So a little bit of a break here now for Valley. They have it 1st and 10 at the 48 of Dowling in a tie ball game. Dowling scored first, then a field goal by Valley, 7-3. Then the pass from Valley. Then the field goal tied it up. There's a handoff left side, breaks through, cuts it back, down to the 30, inside the 30. Dornkamp back in there.
You know what I'm going to say, but it's tackling. I mean, it's just easy. They're just slipping off tackles, and what should be maybe 8, 9 yards turns into big gains.
See it here again.
There's one.
Yeah, there's one,
two.
And finally brings him down.
Just really tough to swallow if you're Dowling.
So a pickup of 19 makes it 1st and 10 at the 29 for Valley. Handoff again, allows right up into the middle, get about 3 there. Fitz Carpenter in for DeGroat, who went out with a cramp and has not come back in yet. He's still on the bench down there. They're still working on him.
I don't know if they need him right now.
Yeah, well, not to hand off.
Yeah,
although,
yeah. If they need
Fitz
to,
Carpenter did have the one good pass there to McGregory.
They're running the ball just fine. Might not even need to go the air.
And then again, this Dowling defense, they've been out there quite a bit in the second half. Valley had a lot of time in the third quarter where they were grinding it down.
Didn't help that offensive touchdown. It only took like 4 plays.
Yeah. Here's a handoff. Gets back now, slides up in the middle, searching for a yard. He's going to find maybe 1. Is Dornkamp. So big 3rd down here. 3rd and 8 for Valley. And Dowling offense saying, hey, stop them like you did last time, and we'll take the lead back. Long time in a huddle, they get the play.
If you're Valley, how much confidence do you have kicking from this spot?
Yeah, that'd be 44-yard field goal. No win, of course. Pitch back. Up the right side, plows ahead. He's not going to get the 1st down. Now you're in a spot where you think, do we go for it? I think probably, huh?
I tell you what, Jaden McGregory obviously getting a lot of looks from colleges, obviously now committed to Louisville, but really good block there on the edge.
And
looks like
Dornkamp stays down again, gets a little water, and they're working on his leg again for a cramp.
Quick cramp.
Yep.
Welcome to high school football in August and September here in the state of Iowa.
Well, you know, they've been working too in the last week. It's been fairly cool working out there.
And I tell you what, these coaches are going to have P charts in the locker room here. They're going to try to get these guys hydrated. I can tell you that, because that's just one of those things. You just don't know. You don't know how your body reacts here, and they're learning a lot. And practice is going to look much different here this week than it has the rest of the season that we've seen.
Liquid IV NIL deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Get something up on it.
And now still was right on the field, so they get him off there, and he's up and drinking, so that's good. So big play here, 4th down. 3 yards, ball at the 22 for Valley. It'll be a 49-yard field goal, so and obviously
back in.
punting it. DeGroat is back in there.
I bet he keeps it.
Drops back, looks, fires across, caught under heavy pressure. Caught by Trent Grevengood. Had a Dowling player all over him, but he manages to haul, and what a throw by DeGroat. Comes across, and Joel Sanko was right on him, but the throw was just right in there, and it's 1st and 10 at the 12 for Valley.
Playbook's wide open here in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone.
And now you got the danger to DeGroat running too. They hand it off though right up the middle, pounding in there.
Has Valley had the ball this entire quarter? I think they have, honestly. Or at least most of it.
Yeah, because Dowling scored with 17 seconds to go in the third. And then Valley got it back. We went to the quarter break.
Time of possession.
So they come out again, and they've got Jaden Brown as the back. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Hand off to Brown. He's stacked up at the 10. Maybe loses a yard. Where they mark him.
Big number 63, Brady Hagan, getting in there.
So now another big third down. Well, Valley's obviously in probably 4th down. Well, they a little better closer for a field goal here. They'd probably try it here because they had a 20-yarder.
Watch your slants here. I mean, how does Dowling play this? Do you want to sit back in a cushion? I mean, the first down's at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, because they had that slant to McGregory.
This is very tough defensively if you're Dowling.
McGregory on the inside, receiver there on the right. Grevengood out to his right.
Oh, they blitzed.
He looked for it. Now they blitz, and for the first time they get to DeGroat back there. He was not able to run out of it. And the Dowling defense comes up big on that play.
And that, for the first time, he really panicked. I mean, it was just.
And maybe I don't know if it's with the cramps that he didn't feel he could get out of there, but Carlos Blount was in there.
This is not a freebie.
No, they're going to set it up about the 25, be a 35-yard field goal.
Got it.
Puts Valley back up ahead. Let's take a break. Back with the kickoff after this on CISN.TV.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
And Valley ready to kick it off to Roberts and Drexler after taking the lead on a 30-yard field goal. 20-17, 4:26 to play. This will be the first time Dowling gets the ball in the 4th quarter, taking it to 1. Up to the 15 and knocked down about the 17-yard line.
He got blown up.
Yep.
Maybe, I think, number 29, Tyree Williams Jr. got in there.
There you see the Valley fans.
Dowling's got a long way to go.
4:20 to go. They got 3 timeouts.
Well, you don't need a touchdown.
No, a field goal would tie it up. Now, they went 80 yards in 3 plays last time.
And I mean, if it worked once, you wonder, do you take a shot here and see if it works again?
Here we go, Nahas. Drops back. Looks, throws it out, and there was a stop and go and then go again out there.
Drexler got caught.
Yeah.
They tangled legs, and he didn't get out there in time.
He was trying to cut outside, and one was going to cut inside, but they kind of, you're right, tangled each other up, and the ball falls short. And fortunately, for them, defensive backs were behind. They couldn't run up on it, so 2nd and 10 at the 18. But it looked like Valley was back. Didn't let him get upfield hard like they had in the previous series. Nahas sends his running back in motion outside. Drops back. Throws it up the right sideline and throws it a little high. over
they
there.
wanted a flag. They wanted a flag so badly. They thought for sure there was contact.
Ben Fleming out there on the coverage.
Dowling's crowd not happy, and their sideline not happy, especially when they're right there in front of the Dowling sideline.
Yeah, Roberts was out there, and Ben Fleming covering him. So 3rd and 10 here.
Well, now you kind of got to take a...
You need a first down
Yeah,
at
I was
least,
gonna
because
say,
otherwise you give Valley the ball back, and then
can't really be too
the way they've been
here.
grinding it, they could grind the clock away on you. So big 3rd down for Dowling. 3 receivers left, 1 right for Nahas. Drops back, looks, gets away from pressure, and he's going to be tripped up just short of the first down, I think.
I
They
think
give
he
him
got
the
it.
mark. I thought where his knee came down. Well, let's see. The guy on this side is a little farther in. Let's
giving
see.
it to him.
They're going to give him the first down.
Woo!
No, they put up the 4.
Well,
no, now they put
there
up the
they go.
1. Okay.
Boy,
home team chain gang. They put up the 4 right away, but then let's take a look. Oh, man. Talk about scrambling, and he did spin around.
He hasn't run all night.
No. But did when he needed it.
But it worked enough. He might want to try it again.
And they almost sacked him back there for a loss. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 28 for Dowling. Field goal to tie. Touchdown to take the lead. Rolls right, rolling. Now throws it away.
Yeah, nobody. They had triple coverage up there in the secondary on Sam Drexler.
And he had 4 black shirts. There's no way he was going to turn it upfield, so he just throws it away. Smart play there by Nahas, senior quarterback.
2nd and 10 for the Maroons.
How many times have we seen either of these teams engineer a late comeback in this game?
Welcome to one of the best rivalries in America. High school rivalries in America. And that's no joke. It is nationally rated as one of the biggest rivalries in all sports.
And thanks to everybody for watching us here tonight on the stream. Here's Nahas. Again with 3 receivers left. Drops back, looks, now throws across the middle. Roberts with it, wide open in the middle. Cuts it back, and it'll be pulled down around the 44-yard line.
2 things.
He delayed out there.
He had all day to throw. I mean, he had all day to throw. For Dowling's O-line that has struggled tonight, Joey had all day, and then Jeffrey, everybody went deep. They're thinking Dowling's trying to go way deep.
And Roberts just kind of drug back
right
like
here
a
in the
tight
middle.
end route. Yeah, right in the middle, caught it, and then he took off.
But that was the best Dowling's O-line has looked all night.
1st and 10 at the 43. They started back at the 23 with about 4 minutes to play. Clock down to 3:11. Straight back, Nahas gets up into the pocket and misses it. So you're right. Those Dowling linemen are picking up that pressure and pushing it outside, giving him more a pocket to stand up in.
Just a little bit more. That would have been a tough catch. That was a bullet.
That was a hard throw, but
Drexler would have been on it.
2nd and 10 at the Valley 43 for Dowling.
With how light the defense is right now, I just wonder if Dowling goes draw here or something, just to try to see if they can catch Valley off guard.
Send man in motion is Drexler, dropping back, wings it out there. Oh, and that wasn't McGregory, that was Demery, wasn't it?
Denault Moore. Denault Moore was
coming in.
Yeah. Had all day, but nobody got open.
So 3rd and 10, a big 3rd down now for Dowling with 3 minutes to play.
Nice play by Moore just to put the hand up. Valley calls the timeout.
And timeout, let's take a break here on CISN.TV.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros.
Fans on both sides on their feet. 3rd and 10 at the 43 for Dowling. 3 minutes to play in the game. Need a first down and look like a jump maybe offensively. Yep.
Everybody but the center.
Yeah. That's the first time we've seen that tonight.
It's loud.
It's loud here. The Dowling fans on the other side are making noise. The Valley fans down in front of us here making noise, and so it'll be move it back and make it a 3rd and 15 at the 48. And you got to say it's 4-down territory anyway, right? Because you can't give the ball back to Valley at this point.
Dowling's not going to use a timeout either. Need to save him.
Nahas drops back, looks, under pressure, rolls to his left, throws upfield, has a man, it's off through his hands. Drexler had it for a moment, was close to a first down, but couldn't pull it in.
I think he knew he was going to get drilled if he hung on. I don't think it would have been a first anyway.
Would have been close, maybe a couple yards short, but now a big 4th and 15 here with 2:53 to play. Let's see the replay here.
Dowling's gonna punt.
They're gonna bring the punt team out.
I don't hate it. I mean,
they got 3 timeouts too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't hate this at all. Try to give it to your defense and let them finish.
And you could end up flipping the field a little bit here too with it.
Nobody
back for Valley. They're gonna punt it. A high punt. Rolling back, and they got a chance to down this. They do it to 2. Whoa. Good punt down there.
That was beautiful. Well, you had to give yourself a chance. I mean, what else were you going to do? Where's John at? John's all the way down there at the 5. I don't know if our mic's going to reach him.
Well, we can try.
We are. We got you, John. Go ahead.
I find a way. Yeah,
What's the word?
That was a beautiful punt. I think it might be Fitz coming in instead of DeGroat. Both were talking. I think DeGroat just doesn't have the legs right now to run, and I think they want mobility out of Fitz Carpenter. So Fitz Carpenter's going to step in the spot.
What do you think about not having a safety back there for the punt?
You don't want a muffed situation there. I think it's smart, even though you're on a 1, just try and QB sneak it a couple of times and just eat some clock, make them burn some timeouts and punt away.
All right, thank you, John Schaefer, down on the sideline for us.
Boy, this is dangerous. Dowling can't send the house.
Fitz Carpenter.
Sneak it.
He does. He sneaks it right through. Maybe gets a yard.
Timeout.
And Carpenter 6'2", 186.
And now you're going to see Tom use all 3 of his timeouts here, try to keep this thing back pinned. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better spot for this. I mean, it'd be a different story, but your play calls are very limited here for Valley.
And then you got what you wanted. You got at least a yard ahead. And because the trouble is with the back in the end zone, you don't really want to try to risk a handoff because if somebody gets through, although it's only a safety.
Yeah, with a backup quarterback, mind you, who has not seen varsity action, to have it pinned up against his own wall, you just got to, you're saying hold on to the ball. I think for sure, no matter what happens, if they get to a 3rd down, Jaden McGregor is getting the football. I just don't see any other way. I think it's going to be either a slant or something to him. But
you know, I'm a September guy, born in September, always have loved football. We're not quite there yet, but what a game to start out the season here at the end of August,
man. It feels like postseason. I mean, you and I ended last year with Valley and Sioux City East
in a wild game here,
game. I mean, this looking around the Metro, too, Ankeny's leading 24-17. That's a close game. Johnson's up 10-0 on Waukee. This is very competitive this year.
All right, so Valley will come out, ball about the 2-yard line. Second and it'll be 2nd and 9.
You cannot ruin this on a penalty if you're Dowling's defense.
Backup quarterback in the game. Takes the snap, drops back, throws it upfield. Oh! They're looking for McGregory on the go, and he threw it a little too outside. McGregory had a step.
I don't know if I agree with that on 2nd down. I kind of want to go to John again down there because I see him down there at the 5. In a situation like this, John, what do you think?
I don't mind the play call. That ball just needs to get a little bit more air under it or just be a little bit further out towards the outside hash. Otherwise, you're good. He just overthrew him a hair.
And a guy who, as we said, has not seen a lot of full-speed action. Yeah, see?
They're struggling, to get a play call in.
Line it.
Well, the clock has stopped. The clock didn't start, so it should have started if they got.
So I guess they accepted
no,
it. Or I guess they didn't run a play.
No, they didn't call it. They just moved it back a half yard, I think.
There's a jump again. I don't know. I don't know.
From my spot, guys, it looked like Dowling jumped first.
Which would be big because that gives you an extra 5 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
It is on Dowling.
Wow.
Oh, man. You think we're on our edge of our seats? Yeah.
Dowling must have the mindset to think safety. You don't need a safety,
no,
really.
Well, in fact, the safety might help Valley a little bit in this situation because you get to kick it then.
I don't know.
But you also got to remember, you can't give up another first down here. You just burned
ball
the
game's
time.
over.
Yeah, if you give up the first down, then you're done. But gutsy call with a backup quarterback to throw that pass, but
he's got the arm. I've been impressed by him, and he's had some guts going out there.
All right, as
They're
we
spreading them wide.
Fitz Carpenter in after DeGroat had a cramp. Yep, they spread him out.
I'm telling you, I think this is going to McGregory.
Let's see if Dowling tries to bring some pressure. No, he's rolling, throws it out there. Oh, and just beyond the receiver. That would have been a first down. He was looking for Grevengood, but
now again, if you're Dowling, how far do you send these guys after the punter? Because you cannot run into him.
Any kind of penalty there.
I don't know if I agree with the pass there, guys. You got to make Dowling burn a timeout.
Yeah, now they have 2 left. So it's like they didn't have to. They should have no timeouts left, all things considering. But
Grevengood back to punt now.
But there's a reason we're on a microphone and it's not under a headset.
You're right.
I guess Valley's maybe going to use their last timeout.
Drexler's back deep. Grevengood will be the punter, and now
clock hit 0.
Well, I don't know.
No, they just took a penalty.
I think Gary's okay with it. He doesn't look too panicked.
So they're going to give up 5 yards.
No, it's half the distance.
Yeah, half
so
the distance, excuse me.
Yep. But still.
It's interesting because we don't know really Grevengood's leg.
And look they've got the one guy back.
Drexler.
Drexler. You think Dowling's going to come after this.
And bringing everybody in. You got to be careful if you're Dowling.
Here we go. 4th and 8. High snap. He's going to take the safety. Yep. He's going to take the safety.
I love good coaching.
What do we know?
What do you think, John?
I said a safety doesn't really hurt you because you get to kick it off and you get him deep. But
wow.
Shades of Kirk Ferentz at Penn State.
I tell you what.
So the safety, goodness.
Wow. Well, I'll say the last minute of football is taking about as long as the 8 minutes prior to that.
Well,
I feel like we're watching a review in college basketball. I tell you what.
So 2019 now with the safety, but it'll be a free kick for Valley. I don't know. I kind of thought the safety wouldn't really hurt him, but I would have thought he would have run around a little more. He stepped straight back out of the end zone, didn't run any time off. So Dowling will have 2 timeouts left, 2:24 on the clock when the free kick is taken. So then it does put more pressure than on the offense to get it up the field.
And Now, granted, for a while here, it's going to look like Valley's a genius. And if they win the game, it's great. If Dowling wins on a field goal, then you're like, well, that's football.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, yes, they kick it. It's further back being kicked. I don't hate it.
But you got to go. Let's see. What did he kick? The field goal was 30 yards or no? Yeah, it was 30-yard field goal. So you got to get down to at least the 20. We know, unless his range is better than that. So we're set up for the free kick off the tee from the 20. And he booms it down there.
Kick.
Great kick. Taken at the 20. Up to the 30. 35 and knocked down at the 40. I'm going to boom him up to the 42. Dowling will take over.
All right, Joey Nahas, what do you got?
Dowling at the 42-yard line, 2:16 to play, 2 timeouts here. A field goal would send it to overtime. A touchdown gives them the lead.
Feels like winner goes to the Dome. That's what this game
I know,
feels like.
Already at the first game of the season.
This is insane.
Well, I bet you $1 they might meet again late in the season for a chance. Either at the Dome or a chance to go there. Just the way things have gone in the past.
If I was a betting man, one of these 2 teams is going to get to Cedar Falls.
Nahas in the backfield. 2 receivers right. And there's a jump there by Dowling.
It's twice.
Couple of penalties there.
And the whole line, they're just looking at each other.
And both these coaches said we got to avoid these silly penalties and mistakes in execution in the early game. And it's been fairly well played right down to this, but, you know, there's tension in the game. So now 1st and 15 back at the 39 for Dowling.
These one-possession games between these 2 teams, Valley much better in these type of games. Dowling.
Man in motion, comes out wide, dropping back, looking under pressure, pulled down, sacked. Sacked. Ben Booth sacks him.
Is that the first official sack? I mean, it just feels like Valley have been there a while. But
They've been close, so they hadn't got to him. They put a lot of pressure on. We'll see here.
They can give him time, but that time just not as much.
All right, go back to live action here. 2nd and 20 at the 34. Dowling. Nahas whips it outside, up and knocked away late. He was looking for Drexler.
And it was dangerous, too. Probably should have ended the game, but triple coverage, you're just going to have to take a chance.
Asher Price was back there, one of them, and Denault Moore.
I don't think Dowling had to go for the jugular there. I mean, Jeffrey Roberts was open in the middle last time.
Drexler had both hands on that ball, guys. He just about brought it down, too.
Yep. You see, I just saw that on the replay. Now trips left for Dowling. 1:32 to play. 20-19, they trail. Nahas looks to his left. Drops straight back, rolls left, now throws back across, has a man out there. He's going to be hit just behind the original line of scrimmage. He's going to be going for 4th and 11 for Dowling. Timeout.
This is so similar to last year's Valley Southeast Polk game in week 1. Like Southeast Polk had to drive, they had to score, Valley got the stop late. I mean, this is eerily similar. Well, you got, 12 yards? What do you draw up?
Yep, 12 yards for the first down. Plenty of time still left here. You just got to get the first down first.
If you're Valley, do you send the house? I mean, do you just try to get Joey? Because I feel like you're going to have to make him
They've been getting some pressure here lately on him, so do what you do and just don't let somebody break away deep, though. Because even if you give up the first down, you're still okay yet because the clock in your favor and they're not in field goal range, but again, you can't let anybody behind you. Referee blowing the whistle said, come on, let's get out of the huddle, guys.
Valley looking for their first regular season win over Dowling since 2019.
Here we go, 4th and 12 at the 42 for Dowling. looking for the first down to keep their drive going and a chance to win this one. Nahas drops back. Pressure coming across the middle. Picked off! Picked off by Valley! Denald Moore. Boy, he's come on and really played well. DeMalt Moore with the interception. There you see him on the sideline. 1:14 to go. He picks it off. And wow.
What a game.
Yeah. And now Valley can come out and take a knee. Dowling has one timeout.
Waukee Northwest defeats Ankeny 25-24. They go for 2 late and win it. Looks like we're also going to get a one-score game here.
Victory formation now for Valley. Takes a knee. Carpenter.
Carpenter needs the ball for the Tigers.
Somebody jumped. I think Dowling, maybe got a jump start. We'll see.
There's a flag on the player.
False start.
Yeah, false start, John says.
A little too excited on the victory formation.
Dowling still has a timeout left. Let's see if they want to use it or just let this play out. Officials are talking now.
I mean, timing-wise, one timeout won't win you the game.
Won't do it, no. And they declined the penalty.
John's trying to talk down there. I don't know if
it was an illegal formation, so that's why they declined.
Okay. So now they come up tight again. Fitz Carpenter, who came on in relief of Jake DeGroat. And he'll take a knee. Clock will roll.
Tom's going to call his last timeout.
Tom Wilson, Dowling coach, calls that final timeout.
Well, so
I think at third down, they might have to punt here, right?
I mean, they're going to have to. If it's 40 seconds, you got 1:04 left. I think Valley's got it wrapped up. My math is correct.
Yeah, you see Denalt Moore, who would be the hero of the game, on the sideline there.
They may have to punt here. Blake, I trust your math most of the time.
It's going to be really close. I think they're going to have to snap it and maybe run around. Maybe
they'll have to burn about 20 seconds here.
Yeah,
because 25 and 25 is 50. We got 104.
So we'll get a final punt in this game. That's, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So, turns out taking the safety end up being an okay play.
I tell you what, Denalt Moore might have to be the man that John talks to after the game. I mean, he has played really well tonight.
He had some big stops in the secondary, a couple of knockdown passes, and really, I think Gary Swenson put his trust in his defense late here. It says everything you need to know about this Tigers team as they go out of week 1. Of course, still 1:04 to close this thing out.
So Carpenter comes up again.
Yeah, they're not in.
No, they're not in the kneel down spot. He's going to hand it off. And that will use up the time. They figured out the math over there, too, as we go under a minute to play. By the time they spot this...
16-second difference, guys.
Yeah. And by the time they spot this...
See if he does the old Kurt Ferentz and take the penalty.
Wow, what a game, though, back and forth here.
Unbelievable.
And Valley takes the safety late with about 3 minutes to go and makes it a 1-point game as they were down on the 1.5 yard line. And now it's winded down. There it is. The penalty was 17.1 to go.
Well, I remember a couple years ago, this be almost 10 years ago now, Michigan played Michigan State, and they were in this situation, and Michigan State took down Michigan because of a bobbled snap.
Yeah,
I was
I remember
watching
that,
the long
yeah.
snapper down here working on it. This is, it's got to be a clean snap, got to be a good punt. I guess, how does Dowling want to go about returning said punt? You get one play.
I'm also shocked there are people walking out of here right now.
Yeah.
Well, if you've noticed, everybody's standing on the fence. They're not quite
they're
gone.
not quite. Yeah, a lot of people just kind of stand thinking, so you're saying there's a chance there, you know, because they've seen this series before. They know stranger things have happened, but man.
What a night.
Well, I don't know how you top week 1 right now, guys.
I really don't either. This has been unbelievable.
It's been a fun call to hear from down here for you guys, too.
It has been very fun. Waukee Northwest, like I said, officially beat Ankeny 25-24. That's who Valley plays next week. Iowa City Liberty now leads 15-14 over Cedar Falls. Johnston up 10-0 over Waukee was our last update.
All right, so they're coming out. McGregory is the punter. Now, don't take a safety here. Otherwise, high snap, and he booms it over toward the sideline. And tackled back down at the 21. Wow.
Ben Fleming had it covered the whole way. First of all, it's a great punt.
Yeah. 7.4.
Get your laterals out.
Laterals are just throw it into the, I don't know if you can get it that far. That'd be a 70-yard throw.
Boise State hook and ladder right now.
Something.
Well, the offense, the line's out there, but the rest of the offense is over talking. Let's see what they dial up here.
Valley's not back, but they're back, and they're telling them to back up even more. Gary's like, go, get back. They're only going to send 3.
Here we go. Nahas.
Might not even matter.
Back, he's under pressure. Still running. Clock is at 0, he's still running. Throws it downfield, and it's short, and the game is over. Valley squeaks out a 1-pointer over Dowling. Whoa.
John said it. Couldn't ask for a better week 1. I can't wait for the rematch.
Yeah. You know, and there were some nerves and jitters jumping off at the end, but really fairly well played.
Yes, very well played. Both these teams.
You see the coaches hugging there, the respect out of these guys. And if you're near Valley Stadium, you might want to take an alternate route because there's going to be a lot of traffic coming out here.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Big crowd.
And as soon as John gets, Coach will hear from him.
See how far out here we can get.
There we go. Yeah. Got you right now.
All righty.
Yeah.
Gary, get you really quick. Just one question for you. What's going through and after you take that safety? How much put in your defense in that spot?
That was all we had. I mean, I didn't like our odds punting from down there. So we took the safety. It was a gamble. If it works, it looks like a good call. And the punt was awesome. Trent Grevengood flipped the field, and that's all you can ask out of a punter. So it was a hard-fought game, a lot of mistakes, a lot of cramps, a whole bunch of just first-game stuff. But that's 2 good football teams. That's 2 good teams.
No easing into it for you. What do you say to the team after this one, though?
Well, I want them to enjoy it. It's high school football. Have fun, man. I mean, they should relish the win. And then we'll get back to work on Sunday.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
All right, thanks, John.
Great stuff,
job,
John. Great
and
stuff.
Gary, as always, Tom Wilson, they tell you straight, what happened, and man, what a ball.
It was an unbelievable ball game.
Back and forth.
An instant classic in week one. And we appreciate everyone for watching.
Yeah, appreciate everybody watching. Thanks to the crew here tonight. John on the sideline, Blake. Way to start the season. And as you mentioned, we'll probably see these two down the road, maybe against each other again, come late in the season, October, November, as we move along. So the final here tonight, Valley hangs on to win 20-19 over Dowling Catholic to go to 1-0, and Dowling starts off 0-1 on the season. Check out all our social media to see where we're at next week and all the games, and join us again on CISN.TV. I'm Dar Danielson. That's going to wrap it up here from Valley Stadium.